One more time. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. One more time. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, don't stop the dancing. One more time. You know I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate.
Yo,
One more time. One more time.
One more time.
One more time. A celebration.
Celebration.
No, we're gonna do it right tonight. Hey,
Sounds a banger, bro.
music's got me feeling the need.
Uh-huh.
Need,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Come on. All right, we're gonna celebrate.
Go on, chat.
One more time. Celebrate and dance so free.
Yo, I had to switch up a little bit today.
Music's got me feeling so free.
I had to stop playing that little Drake intro, you know?
Celebrate and
yeah,
dance so
no,
free.
Drake,
One
bro.
more time. Music's got me feeling so free.
We rocking with whoever dropped this song.
You know who dropped the song?
Yo, what do you think about Sal's It's like no.
No Ball and Wick, man. Come on now. You know this, man.
No,
You
there's-
know
no,
this.
There's a way. There's a way. It's just small.
That's not shit.
Oh shit, there's no wick on. Oh,
Yeah, you know
there's
this,
a wick
man.
on mines.
Oh. Go on, guys. Bro, nah, it's too much, man. It's too much. Go on, guys. Change the music. Go on my intro tracks. And it is, for some reason, I'm playing, so. Here we go. Alright, cool. What's going on, guys? Yo, did we catch any trades yesterday? We did, right?
Not during the stream.
No, did we catch any during the stream? Cause why does it say why I can't get my charts and it shows? Oh,
I think you got
It's
one
'cause-
minus 2 pips.
it's cause my stream crashed yesterday. That's why. My stream crashed yesterday. Makes sense. That's why it shows Tuesday's results, which is weird. Alright, cool. Alright, let's take a look here. What's she gonna do here? I believe GJ is gonna continue down today, as we have actually the weekly's still bullish, right? Daily is obviously at resistance right now. We closed bearish yesterday, so yeah, I am looking at, let's see, more on the bearish side today. See what happens though, because we can easily just break above, but it looks like it's gonna continue back down to like these support levels. And I think I did mention this on during the Asian session yesterday, and we did come down and tap out those levels, right? So let's see what happens today, because we can continue further down to maybe these levels down here, possibly, right? See how the small time frame looks though. Small time frame looks like we have formed like some type of support here on the 4-hour time frame. If you guys take a look at this, 4-hour support has been formed. We had a mini resistance being created right here at these levels, so this is kind of like your little range during the 4-hour time frame. It's a very tradable range, so it's like a nice 180 pip range here, so it's not bad. How much pips did London drop? London dropped, yeah, around 80 pip range here, not bad. So let's see how the hourly looks. Yep, this makes sense. We kind of have like a little support being created here, so let me just support being created here at these levels here, and we have formed like a little resistance at like these levels right here. So you gotta be worried about this range, but I believe we're gonna head down towards the support as we're coming down here. Yeah, it looks clean. Adjusted. Yep, pretty clean. Perfect. That's a 4-hour support right there at these levels. Should be coming down here as we like, because what happened here was we kind of have a range here, a new range forms, and we are closing bearish at resistance here. We should be able to come down to the support. So now it's a matter of where our entry is going to be. So let's figure that out. It's probably going to be on like the 1530 or something. 15 create like a mini support here at this level. So 30-minute did close below, but 30-minute has no bond wick. So maybe like the next like hourly candle close, see how we close during hourly. This will indicate if we're going to come down or not. We should be able to come down here. Yeah, I'm more towards the sells obviously and buys. But I kind of see how price reacts here. It's gonna be a interesting day today. What's going on, guys? Let me go on live chat. Okay, cool. One K subs has no spit. Nah, man, I said 100K subs, man. Not 1K. It was 100K subs. My headset's not on right or something. Alright. Let's see. Guys, NFP today, guys. NFP today. 8:30. I think they're expecting bad numbers. Yeah, we're expecting bad numbers here, so let's see. If they're expecting bad numbers, pound GJ should be able to continue down, but the volume, especially 8:30, should be able to continue down. Yeah. So we're kind of on the right side here. Daily close bearish. It makes sense, right? Everything makes sense. 4-hour has like a little range here, Daily, yeah, has formed like a little resistance. You know, coming back into range here, came down to fill the range. So this looks pretty valid. I believe we're gonna continue coming down here. Looks pretty clean. Trump tested positive for COVID-19. Oh my god. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's 5 hours ago. Yeah, I seen this.
Did he?
Yeah, it tested positive. Cause he's damn. So that means at the debate, everyone else tested positive. Who gave him it? He said crazy. And he's old? Oh shit. Let's get US 30 here. For the bearish here. US 30 finna bearish here. He's gonna die. Hey bro, don't say that, bro. As much as you may hate him, man, you can't wish that stuff, man. As much as you may hate him.
How the heck would he get it, bro?
I don't know.
You would think that he would like
tonight. Test positive COVID-19. We'll begin our quarantine recovery process immediately. We'll get through this together. Yeah. It's because this guy, I don't know who this guy is. Hope Hicks, one of his closest senior advisors, tested positive. Gave him the commercial advisor. Yeah. Damn. So you wear a mask, boy. Alright, let's go gold. What's doing here? Gold. Got a little resistance here. For some type of support here. So if this support holds, should be able to continue up today. I think gold buys would be lovely above this resistance here. Above that resistance coming up towards potentially. If you guys missed our gold buy yesterday, gold buy calls. I think target call to 1811. We tapped that. So I think today we're gonna head towards. Take a look. Probably nothing high, nothing too crazy. Looking at like potentially 1920 levels. About 100 pips away, but like I think buys above 1912 to 1920 will be lovely. Nice, like 75 pips here. Not bad. Yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours a little wick fill here for us to continue up. 1 hour has like a support being created here, so this is your support being created within a new range. We should be able to continue up from this support, right? To kind of continue up bullish, to kind of retest the highs and eventually break it if we do stay bullish and respect all lows today. Alright. The hourly for GG closes in an hour. Okay, let's see. Because 4 hours still bullish, right? The previous 4 hour kind of still bullish. There's gonna be like a low work being created for us to continue up. Because 4 hour still has, like, take a look at the 4 hour here. 4 hour still has like a little room to go up here. 4 hour has like a support being created here at these levels, and then it has a range that's overall up to this resistance. So this kind of here closed. This kind of here closed above this resistance. So this kind of has a low chance of continuing to go further up here. So let's see. You could attempt like short buys here on GJ as we find some type of support at these levels here. Even going up. Let's see how the hourly closes though, because if the hourly closes bullish, we will look to continue going up here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see those 1 hour closes here, man. We close in like 15. if you close bullish here, you can kind of, you can't see it, right? We're making like lower highs, lower lows. Pretty much higher highs, higher lows. Pretty much like this is your support level, right? Being created here. This is your overall resistance. If this is your low, price should be able to continue up to retest this high, and let's see what happens at this high though. But if you break this high, we're probably continue further up towards like these levels right here, right? But if this support breaks and we close bearish, we're probably going to continue back down the range here. So 135, 352. So not bad. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, who took that trade yesterday? Those sells after the stream. The stream ended early yesterday because my internet just not my internet, my whole what do you call it? My powers went out for like 20 seconds and it just came back on. So unfortunately, we couldn't catch it on live, but we did catch it. We did catch it after the stream. It was like around like I think 9:30 something like that. So I was also I was gonna extend the stream for a little longer yesterday as well, but I didn't. You know, I couldn't because of power, but it's fine. But it was a pretty clean trade. You know, pretty much what happened was I think it was you say we made like a little, where was it? Where were the sells? 9:30 around here. As the 15-minute candle like kind of closed, like I had a range of like right here. 15-minute kind of closed below the range. Took sells coming down as we I think it was around here. Took sells coming down. Something like this. It was like 25 pips. Not bad. Today's gonna be a bit harder though. Not because it was not less volatile, but because like this is kind of a messy range you have here. Because last time during Asian, we had like a little range being created here, right? Resistance were here, support being created here. We broke out, right? Came further down to the support levels, which is what the Asian analysis was expected to do. But now we came back up in the range, right? And we broke above the high, came back in here, so it's kind of like could maybe continue down here, but it's kind of messy. It's not as clean out as a markup as I would want it to be, but I'll work with it. Well done for that. I appreciate it, man. Alright, 15-minute has closed bullish. We're entering the last 15-minute of this hourly candle closure. We should be able to continue up here. If you do close bullish here and the hourly closes bullish, let's see. Yo, what do you think about sell stops here, Sam?
Solid.
We're gonna make a little support here on like the 15-minute. If this support breaks, I believe we're gonna continue down here. I think this looks pretty clean. 1 hour still bearish, right? You can enter sell stops with the anticipation that 1 hour will close bearish as it just breaks this low here to continue down. You have like a minimum like 12 pips here, and you have a further move coming down to like 31 pip range here. So not bad. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. If I would take sells here, my TP would be probably around like that 12 pip range there. Because it's a 30 pip range here. You're not gonna catch a full thing. You can probably catch some of it, but break below this on this current candle, coming down to the support 13, 14 pip range. Not bad. TP somewhere around probably like these levels. Yeah, not bad. It's a decent trade. That's if we break this low though. Because then 1 hour's unclosed bearish, right? Because overall, 30-minute sell here would have been pretty clean at that 630 candle, but it has no bond wick here, right? So on the 15, we have just created a bullish candle closure. So if we were to, that which is our support, and if we were to break that 15-minute closure and break our support, we're continuing further down here to the support down here. So let's see what happens here. But looking bearish. So either we break the lows, then it's candle, or we close like around those lows, and then the next candle just continues to come down. We just market execute it. It depends. I think this supposed to be pretty valid. Yeah, so South place down? Not yet. Actually, I'm gonna have South place here. Yep. I'm gonna place him right now before anything happens here. Right below this range here. He just needs some milk. Yeah, milk does a job. And rice, bro. Trust me. Put him in rice, he's good. Alright, why is that, there we go, make that red, perfect. Yeah, it should be continuing down here, nice little 30, you know, 30 range. Let's see if we have an attempt to run it here, because they're just breaking over under the range, right? Like, 1 hour has, like, pretty clean traffic to head towards those levels there. We might have some trouble here, though, but we should be able to continue through if we were to break this level here. The previous forward kind of low is all the way down here, right? So like we can come all the way down to this support and still respect that low to continue up. So. And what if this happens? 1 hour is gonna continue on bearish, right? And activate our sell eventually, and then it's gonna come down to this support, and since it's the last 15-minute candle, it's gonna start to pull back. So then it'll close like this, and this candle will continue down. Be the case, because that's a minor support level, right? At those minor support levels, that's when you have those like little pullbacks, little, you know. So high chance that can happen. Let's see. What's going on, chat? Let me fix my hair, man. This is hold on. Third man never broke highs too. Yeah, third man never broke the highs. Yeah, third man never broke the highs, and you had a little like no bond wick, right? So the 50-50 play, but with the 15-minute candle closing bullish at support, if you break that low, high probability is going to continue down here. As well as the 1 hour, right? 1 hour's going to close below the range. Anticipation that we're going to continue further down to the support. So yeah, pretty clean play, man. Because daily is bearish, right? Daily is bearish. We are bearish. But yeah, taking a sell at 6:30 when it just came on within this candle that closed in low bond work is very risky. Very, very risky. Where are charts at, guys? I expect charts from you guys, man. But no one's sending charts here. Like people are just embarrassed or scared to send charts, you know.
I might look to take buys soon.
If the 1 hour closes bullish.
Yeah.
That'll make sense. Cause that'll make perfect sense. If this candle flips bullish, I'm gonna probably delete my sell stops, guys. Cause this sell stop is only gonna be valid within this candle here. If this candle closes here, the sell stop will not be valid anymore. That's gonna be a whole different candle, right? I mean, unless you go off the 1 hour low, that would still make sense. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, because 1 hour's gonna close weak bullish. I mean, yeah, sell stop will still make sense here, but I'm gonna delete it for now, and look to enter sell stops later on. If I want to see how the next candle reacts here, and I want to see how high the next candle goes, or how it opens. That tells a lot. Oh my god, what's going on, man? Make sure when you guys cough and stuff, mute your mics.
Coughing.
Sorry about that.
Cause I don't want to catch a virus through this, man.
Oh shoot.
I'm not trained today. Sharif, you're not trained today.
No, I'm not gonna trade today. NFP, I just want to stay away from the news.
That makes sense.
Idea.
What happened last NFP? Was it volatile? Did we catch anything last NFP? It was last September, right? Let's take a look. That was last NFP for us. I think it was here? Nope. NFP was September 4th. September 4th. September 2 here. Oh.
The last NFP sucked.
Oh, here it is. NFP live forex trading. What happened here today?
Nada.
Oh, we just decent that day. We caught 22 pips last NFP. Not bad. Hot sells. Yeah, pretty clean. Similar to what we have today, kind of. You know, same setup. Looking for sells below a certain range here to come down. Yeah. See what happened during NFP though. I think NFP ADM. So cool guy. Yeah, I'm 8:30. NFP is coming soon. Oh yeah, NFP pushed the markets down this day, I think. 8:30 coming soon. Oh, there's NFP. It wasn't bad. It was more of like the after news, I think. We caught like the move after. Yeah, not bad. Oh, I didn't change the title, by the way. Change it to NFP. So let me go ahead and do that.
NFP Friday.
If you guys are enjoying the stream, leave a like. Let's get to I think the goal to will be 100 likes throughout the day. What's your stop loss on a sell stop? Well, that will depend on this candle wherever it starts to flip. But it's probably gonna be invalid. I'm probably gonna delete it. It's about 20 seconds left. It's not gonna come down within this candle, so I'm probably gonna delete it. But it would have been that current candle high, because that candle would have been bearish if it were to come down and activate it, and then our high, wherever it was, would have been our stop loss. So we would have got activated right there, around here. Stop loss current candle high, and there's TP around like here or out of here, depending, in this area.
I think if we close like this, we're gonna retest that high.
When I was gonna close bullish, yep.
1530, close no top wick.
When I was close pretty bullish. 1530, no top wick. 1 hour still close with a nice top wick here, so I think we're gonna continue up here. Let's see. Some kind of chart. Yeah, because like we could, yeah, we're closing bullish here. 15 close bullish support. This, if we take a trade though, it'll be probably based off the hourly time frame. But if this hourly breaks the low, we're probably gonna continue down here.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't take it if there's no top wick, like on the 30 or 15.
Yeah, if we break this low, I will activate my self stops, guys. I will activate them. Or same scenario, right? Bullish candle closure as support. If this support is able to hold, we should be able to continue up, right? But if this support breaks, right, this support being this bullish candle at these levels, we're probably going to continue further down here, come back down to range. Oh, wrong chart, man. Oh wait, no, is it wrong chart? I entered the wrong link. Let's see. My plan for GJ. What do you have? Yeah, it is a wrong chart. Send a new chart. Wrong chart. It's coming down. Well, send your analysis, man. You can't just say it's coming down and say it's because of the DXY bullish, man. You know, you gotta provide some type of analysis.
FAR looks hella going to go up though. Yeah.
Daily's bearish. Like that's the only thing I'm looking at. Like Daily's pretty strong bearish. If we can now tap that support, let's see. Yeah, FAR could continue to go up here. Who knows? It's at like a minor support level. FAR did create higher highs. This could be a high low for us to go up. If we form some type of support here on a smaller time frame, we should be able to continue up. Which is like the hourly, right? Hourly's gonna close bullish here. So like from here, we could look for like, you know, we might be able to continue up here, retest these highs.
I think the daily is also like it also is showing like a massive rejection like to the downside. So fat ass wick to the downside.
Yeah. Like weekly's bullish. Hourly looks clean though.
Hopefully this like first 15-minute candle closes like weak bearish or something.
Bearish.
I probably have buy stops.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's at that resistance. That just minor resistance.
I believe you get a 15 bullish above like this resistance. It's gonna continue up here. Like this. Should continue up to retest this high. Let's wait for that. We have 11 minutes left. Let's wait for that. It's alright, this or we break the 1 hour highs here. You can put stops current candle. Nice 12 pip, 13 pip stop. Continue going up. There's 27 pips.
What's
What's going on, Jimbo?
up?
What's going on, man?
You're late.
Boy,
Yeah, you
I'm
are
not.
late.
Boy.
I'm tired, man.
Cause yo, if you take a look at this, yeah. I think I'm at 10 buys here. As you break this
Right
high, once you break these highs, I'll enter buys. Yep. With the anticipation that the 15 is gonna close above. Yep. Gone buys, you guys. Stop loss is current candle, and target is gonna be roughly around this target. This is my trade. Because we made a low, and if this low is being created, we made a new high. This low shouldn't be broken now if you want to drive up. The reason why that's why the reason that's not this stop loss, right? Because if you take a look at this, if you come back down bearish and break this current low, probably gonna come back down in the range here. I mean, we're gonna come down to hit this range. So you might as well put your stops here and not here, right? So, decent, 12 pip stop loss for a nice 28 pip target on GJ. Take a look at this. It's kind of like a little fake out you have here on GJ, whereas you have like a little range here. Resistance formed, support formed, little range here. Had a little break it to the downside. Now we're just kind of like coming back in the range here. So yeah, let's see. If I were to enter on the opening of the candle, I think my stops would have been, yeah, I would have moved my stops up to like 7 pips, but it's fine. 17 pips for a nice 33 pips, same thing. It would have been like 10 pips right now though. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it would have been a break-even trade if we entered at the opening, but it's fine. Yeah, this trade is pretty much based off the hourly. Not very much of the 30-minute, 15-minute, but mostly the hourly. The 15 should be able to close bullish, and once the 15 closes bullish, we should get a rocket ship coming up to this target. 30-minute has like clear traffic here to come up to towards like these levels right here, so probably at these levels probably gonna close half and let the run and go to a target, to my target. But yeah, we're rolling. Let's see what happens here, guys. Think of it this way. GJ came up, made a low in London, came up, made a high, right? So the prime move is bullish to London. So what we need to do is we need to find a resistance at some point. We found that resistance, which was right here. So now we need to come down to make a support. We made the support. This is overall now your new range in this area. If this is your new range, once price found support, it should be able to continue to come up to tap the resistance to retest the highs. And at these levels, it either continue to go up or it can either reject to come back down. So think of it as that. Let's see, if I were to keep my stops down here, that would have been a 23 pip stop, which is pretty bad. If I were to enter here, on the opening of this, guys, I think my stops would have been down there, like 17 pip stops for a nice 23, but I waited for this candle to kind of break the highs and enter with the smaller stops here, current candle. Either way, both still valid. Same trade, brother. Yeah, man. Pretty clean trade. Take a look.
Why did you enter when it broke the highs instead of because it didn't have the top way?
Yeah. So once it broke the highs, I pretty much entered off the hourly time frame with current candle lows instead of like entering the opening with previous candle lows. Yeah, because the 15 had no top wick, so I wouldn't enter off the 15:30. It was more of like a 1 hour time from entry. So enter off the hourly, and then let's continue up as he broke the highs.
Then if you're entering off the hourly, then you would have entered when the candle closed.
Yeah, but
No.
like once it broke the highs, I put the stops in the current candle because that's a new 1 hour low. Like when we opened up, we made a high, we broke the highs. This is a new 1 hour low. Price
So
shouldn't
what,
break
you
this
could
right
have
away. Yeah, price shouldn't break this right away. You decrease a lot to operate on Fridays and Mondays sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. Whoa! What happened to the other guy's stream? What's going on? See, 15, the 15, the only way I'll close this trade or like come my lashes short in this trade is if this 15 closes bearish. We have 5 minutes left. If we close bullish, obviously we're still in it. But if we close bearish, look to like kind of close half maybe, or close the full position. Alright. But with the anticipation, this candle should be able to close bullish. And if it closes bullish, it should be able to close bullish above this resistance here. Meaning that it's going to kind of continue to go up. See how we close here, guys. I'm gonna make this cactus edge. What's the rationale behind it? Yes. There we go. Right chart. Finally. So you got buys in at the break of previous candle, fake out, and close inside the range. Yeah, look a fake out here. I can't explain it. Where you have like a little range here, right? Yeah, a little breakout to the downside here. And now we're just kind of coming back in the range. Think of this as a little, came back in the range, we broke support, which is now turned resistance. We came back to break resistance. We should be able to continue up to the next resistance here at these levels here. Very high probability trade. Reminds me of the one that we took in similar yesterday. Took a similar trade yesterday. Came down like 70 pips. If you don't want to be more patient, because it's more of anticipation, more experience. This requires a lot more experience, but if you want to be a bit more patient, wait for just a break up this high here at 136.201. A break at that structure, we should be able to continue up. Because above there, we'll probably continue up for the day until this resistance over here, somewhere around there. I'll look for buys to that target. But yeah, this is like pre NFP, right? So this trade should be way before NFP. Like because my trades are usually like in like 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? This trade should be way done before NFP. There is some volume though pre-New York, I must say. Hi Don. Hi, do you live in Forex? Yeah, man, that's all I do.
I read that as how do you live from Forex?
No, man, I'm a full-time trader. About a year full-time trader. I quit my job like last year. Been trading for like 2 years. So, yeah. Alright, we have like 2 minutes left. This candle should be able to close bullish here. Let's see. We have 2 minutes though. Anything can happen in 2 minutes though, so don't get too excited, guys. Let's see, take a look at gold here. Yeah, gold's kind of in the range here. Goes in the range. We need to wait for a breakout here to continue up for this 4 of a wick fill. Looks good. Yeah, buys above 1912. Oh, especially if they're expecting bad numbers here. I think we're gonna range to NFP, and NFP should be able to push gold above this resistance. All right, 1 minute to the closure. Yo, so Sam, like even if like this 15 closes bullish here, stops are gonna be right here anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna look for entries or?
Yeah, probably. But I think I want the 15 to close a little bit higher.
Yo, it's so cold in my room, man. Yeah. I can't want the 15 close like around like 135 or 50. 950. That'd be a pretty good closure. Now, if you close no wick at the top 15, will you close the trade? No. The reason being is because the 1 hour is still gonna be open. So that 15 closure with no top wick could mean that there was just a lot of momentum within this trade, and therefore price didn't want to make a low for it to continue going up. That's what it can mean also. If the 15 does close on the top wick, because the 1 hour still open, right? The 1 hour is always gonna take over the higher time frame. Like 15 here had no top wick, 30 minute had no top wick, but the 1 hour had a top wick, right? On this previous candle, the 1 hour is gonna take over the small time frame at all times. But the higher times gonna take over the small time frames. We're broken to use, bro. Traders them in. Do you find that there's pressure, say, when you have a break-even week or a month? No, man. Not much. But there's a lot more to deal with. Like, if you were to trade like this, if I were to trade this alone, whereas I were to stream it, yeah, there's a lot more to deal with when I stream it. But then again, like I said, it's not always about like the trades I take in the streams that you should watch us for. It should just be for the value dropped and the knowledge dropped.
15
Hey,
closed bearish.
15 closed bearish. I'm gonna exit the trade here, guys. I'm gonna exit the trade here with a loss of about 5 pips. All right. So closing here as a 15 closed bearish, didn't really close bullish above the range versus my thing. So yeah. Closing on trade at pretty much negative 5 pips. So we already cut the last short there. Because for us to go up, we need to go bullish closure. So we saved, about, instead of losing our original stops, we saved about 7 pips, right? This 15 had to close like this.
This candle's gonna run back up.
It close like this, and then next one will continue up. But this one closed, think of it as a little range. 15 is like your resistance. This is your support. Kind of like a lower range. We need that 15 to kind of break at that range. So yeah, close it there after negative 5 pips. Where spreads do you get on GJ, bro? 1.1 pips right now. 1.2, 0.3. Just started fundamentals and Trump just started test positive. How do you think this will affect USD? I don't know if it'll affect it that much, man. Unless he actually like gets something from it, like something bad happens. But like, I don't think it'll affect it that much. NFP will affect today though, but not Trump getting corona.
I think you I feel like you rarely take those. Actually, I don't know. Do you usually take those type of entries? Like when it breaks to like if it's bullish and it breaks a bullish high?
Well, the overall trade was just like kind of like technically it was like entry here, stop loss
like
there.
anticipation.
Yeah, but it just entered here as it broke the highs. The smaller stops. Pretty much what it is.
Because I just feel like you just have way less advantages with that, because you're entering higher, right? First of all, and then well, I guess yeah.
You're waiting for a break of a high instead of just entering off the candle opening.
Yeah, so it's like that extra little bit of confirmation, but then at the same time, you're not letting letting the first 15 candle close to give you that extra confirmation as well. I don't know.
But either way, the stop loss was shifted to here automatically because this is the candle created a low first where it came up to break the high. You know what I mean? Either way, if I gone right here, my stop loss would have been moved to right here anyways. To the bottom of that wick. So it's
What if you got him right where?
If I were to get in even if I were to get in right here at the opening of the candle, I would have moved my stop loss from here to that wick anyways. I would have saved 5 pips if anything. But we would have hit
at that
break
point
even.
you would have been break even.
Yeah, it's 9 pips in
That's what I'm
profit.
saying.
But with that break, you can't anticipate to continue going up further. So it's
Yeah.
It's a pretty strong trade, I'll say. We got the best stream coming in with pen. Yeah, man. Free knowledge dropped every day. So I will look for more attempts and buys, obviously, but probably a small lot size as that is my that was my first trade. Probably look for buys above here. Kind of made a resistance here on a 15. So I believe for us to continue up here, we're gonna need a closure above this range here to continue up. Maybe like buys above here, coming up towards these levels here. You have like pretty clean traffic. Think of this as like your little range, right? So your range down here, and pretty much buys above here and sells will be below here. Think of it as that. And also another thing about this trade was I was looking at it from like this perspective, like the 4-hour made like a obviously made like a little range here, right? 4-hour made like a little, we closed bullish last candle. So if you take a look at looking left here, we had like a little minor support coming across here. So I was looking at if we were to find some type of support on like the smaller time frame, which is the hourly 30-minute, we could continue to come up. Kind of like this could be your low for this candle flip bullish and make new highs, right? Eventually up to here or here. But yeah, got the trade. There's still could be the play though, who knows? Like,
100%.
that could still happen, but I think a break above this resistance is what we're gonna need here. Above 135.950. Not bad. Yeah, break above here. Would be nice buys. That's crazy though. It came down to the last like what, 2 seconds? Close bearish.
Yeah, that's what candles do, and they have no top wick. Like they typically typically just don't do what you expect them to do. You know.
Did you guys already talk about gold today? Yeah. Gold right here. Looking for buys above 1912, coming up to 1920, and then obviously sells below here, coming down to like, you know, probably 1898, around that range. Yeah, but sells below here and buys above there. You have a nice like 78 pip range coming down and buys above. Well, look, preferably buys above 1016. So as you get closer to the NFP within like an hour, NFP's at what, 830. Kind of start to anticipate buys going up. But yeah, a break above here would be lovely. To keep my 1894 buy. If you got buys at 1894, I will say move your stop loss to this hour low. Or yeah, probably move your stop loss to the 4-hour low. Pretty much the previous this right here. Move stop loss to like 1905. So put it into profit, because if you were to come down and break the support, aka the 4-hour candles on flip bearish, look left on the 4-hour time frame, you're gonna have like a clean area to come down to, because like this is your lower. We're 2 hours in the candle, 2 hours and a half, and we create a low before we can decide to push up. So if this is your low, price shouldn't be able to break this low if it wants to drive up, right? It should be able to respect the support here, which is this low. So if you break this low, we're gonna flip back bearish, and look left, we have clean traffic coming back down towards, you know, 1900 levels, right? And then eventually 1987, 1897, right? So you want to kind of reduce your stops and maximize your profits as much as possible. Yeah.
Sell
Like,
stops below the half hour.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're looking at 3J, sell stops below his current candle. Yeah, that makes sense. I think your stops are a little big though. 27 pips for like a nice 30 pip range.
Any lots?
Yeah, you can enter small a lot.
But those sells on the 15-minute bearish candle, congrats. It's not a bad trade.
Not bad here. But yes, you see
If it
it,
was
you
a
know?
little stronger bearish, I think I would have taken that.
Look where price came back to. It came back to break that low. Would have hit our original stop loss, and now it's coming back down towards the previous candle low. So would have broke like the other stop loss, right? So that's why we closed right there, because the candle flipped bearish. The probability of it going up is less as we start to close bearish, right? We need to close bullish. So it's all probability, you know. But that's a little example of how to like kind of reduce your stops. Yeah, sells below there would be pretty clean. Oh wait, no, 50. You can put your stops to the 15 high. That's not bad, but 19 pips, 32 pip range. Day trade looks bullish on what pair? Wow, both me and Raja both got negative 5 pips today. He got negative 5 pips on sells. I got negative 5 pips on buys.
I'm guessing you took that sell.
No bond wicker.
Um,
That's
yeah.
what he took. Yeah.
He tried that yesterday too. And it didn't work out. Or 2 days ago.
Let's see. We haven't broken the 1 hour lows yet. See what happens here.
I just want to see like a 30-minute candle body close below the bullish 30-minute candle body.
Oh, 30-minute count body would be, yeah, that would be preferred. Yeah, because 15 closed below already, but kind of came back in. 30 minutes much cleaner. So sometimes, guys, you guys might see a range like this, and we would look to like anticipate moves, but if like it's more for like if you're just a lot more experienced with like a lot of this price action, it takes a lot of time though. All right, obviously if you're new still, honestly it's pretty easy for you. Wait for a breakout either side, above or below. Right, this is just over our range. Buys above, sells below. It's that simple, right? But with more experience, you kind of want to anticipate more moves. If you guys are enjoying the streams today, leave a like. Let's get it. I think I had a decent week though. I think this week I took so far I took, let's see, took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 trades. Not bad. That's about 1, 2 a day, around there. You know, yeah, about 2 a day. Might take another one today though. 12 pips, break even. 10 pips. Negative 2 pips, negative 2 pips, plus 20 pips, and then I took, actually no, I took 8 trades so far. And then I took break even trade yesterday. I took the negative 5 pips here. So yeah, about 8 pips, 8 trades.
I think this week was pretty decent.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Those. I took a lot of sells this week though. A lot of my trades here took 1 GG buy and the rest were sells for the week, which is kind of odd since the weekly is bullish. Which is kind of odd. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but did have a positive week here. But if you're looking for 10-20 pips, how big your lot size is? Well, that depends, man, because it doesn't really matter how big your lot size is, man. You can cash 20 pips no matter what lot size you have. Like, the point isn't, you know, the small pips you cash, the bigger lot size you use. That's not the point. You should be able to cash the 10 pips regardless if it's a small account or big account, right? Like, don't think because I use a bigger lot size that I make more profit. Don't look at it that way, because you'll get to that lot size eventually. But to get to that lot size, you need to go through the smaller lot sizes, man. If you can't cash 10 pips on a small account, you can't cash in a big account, right? See this move here? You know, this move from, let's say we break above. This move from here to here, how many pips is that? That's 24 pips, right? If you can't cash this move and make it on a small account, how can you make it on a big account? This move will stay the same. This from here to here will stay the same regardless. What would change is your account size, right? That's what changed.
This 15 closes full. I mean, I think I've seen this play happen before where it comes down, it creates a support with no wick, and then it comes back up.
Yeah, it never broke the 1 hour lows
And then
yet.
it comes back down and kind of wicks that support. It doesn't close there, it kind of wicks it
Yep.
and comes back up.
Mhm.
I've seen that happen. If it closes bull here, it's going to ride up.
Yeah, so think of it as like the wick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this count as close as it come to the break the low, it never broke the lows here. So this is like
look at the 15.
Yeah.
Look at the 15. It already came there. It literally closed at support, came back up, and then went down, tipped it with the wick to ride back up. Like I've seen this happen so many times where if this closes bull, it's just it should ride up.
30 minutes unclosed too.
Yeah, I would 100% take it, but the stops are just big.
Current
I
candle.
think if the next candle makes a lower
Actually,
wick,
15 pips, so it's not bad.
Lower your lot size.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
So if you're only looking for 10, depends on your account size. Yeah, it also depends on your account size. You want to risk like 3% per trade, 3-4% per trade. Like not 4%, sorry, 2-3% per trade, around that range, right? So.
No wick.
why don't you give me no top wick?
30 minute has a wick. 30 minute closed. 1 hour size though, top wick.
I think if this gives a bottom wick and breaks, then top of the 30.
I think
I'll
my
be
next
careful.
buy test would be probably a break of 135, 943 here. It's a closure above. Maybe like the alley closure above. Maybe like this probably. Look for more buys going up. No, anticipate this to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Since I already took one like anticipation move, anticipating that's gonna continue up, me taking a second one here, be pretty aggressive. Oh, gold's looking starting to gold's starting to make that type of that support there, guys. This year's support price should be able to continue up to further range here, and leading us to the 8 AM opening. We should be able to continue further up here, if this is the case, with the 8 AM opening. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job this week of keeping my losses small. All my losses were under 5 pips. My biggest loss this week was 5 pips, which is today. The rest was just 2 pips, man. 2 pip loss, which is a win, you know, regarding your stop loss wherever it is. Like my stop loss like 10 pips, reduce it down to 2 pips, and then seeing the trade hit your stop loss after you reduce your stops. That's pretty. It's a win, man. Trust me, it's a win. How can I figure out what percentage of my account the lot size is? Well, first off, you want to kind of go back to like around grade 9 math class where, you know, we kind of learned the stuff. Or before that actually, but
There's an app for it.
there's going like
Didn't you?
you use that, or go on like Google, search up what is 3% of my account, you know, like let's say you have $1,000 account, what is 3%? Yeah, $30, alright, 3% of your account.
Yeah, but it doesn't. That doesn't show you what lot size you should use.
Oh,
I guess you
You're
can do it
right.
manually, but like,
Yeah.
the app like calculates all that for you.
if you want to use it
Lot
manually
size,
though,
how much you're risking.
if you want to use it manually, you could like, you know, figure out what size your lot size, what account size you have. So say you have $1,000 account size. What is 3% of that? $30. So the max you can risk on every trade is $30, right? So then you can kind of like, if you pop a 1.0, your max lot size is gonna be your max stop loss is gonna be 3 pips. If you pop a 0.10, your max lot size is gonna be 30 pips. You know, and just kind of you do it manually as well. But if you want to get the app, you could. I kind of use something called yeah, Stingy works too. I just got Raj to do a 75 cash here. What you need to give up? Well, I need to catch up. You need to yeah,
Wait,
Fly.
what'd you say?
I seen Slider already send my signal. I sent in this free channel to a whole different live stream yesterday. And like, you know, it's like I gave a signal here for GJ yesterday. After the stream here, take a look at this. Give it after the stream. This exact signal, the exact same wording. I go on someone else's stream after, you know, just, you know, kind of, you know, send some positive message. And I see the exact same words here, exact same. So I'm like, all right, well. By the way, guys, if you guys haven't done yet, follow this free signal channel here. It's a free channel. Yeah, you know, came there to kind of show my support, you know, but, you know, seen that, so. Boy and slick. 2% with 20 pips is 21 losses. Yeah, around 20 pips, 20 losses. Yeah. And then if you want have a 20 pip stop loss, you can use a 0.10. You want to have a 20 pip stop loss, 0.10 lot. Man's not hot. He got me. Yeah, he made a couple of fake accounts here on this channel to kind of spam the channel. Man, it's just, you know, and then spamming my Instagram account with messages asking me to, you know. So Tab, you have a Control FX record here in our books. I'll let you know what your bond will be. To get on. Yo, imagine I get bonds on his channel. If you get blocked, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, what?
I'll never do that.
What?
Give you a bond if you get blocked. Bond.
What's that?
Like a bond. Like when you go to jail, you get a bond.
Oh, wait, what? Isn't that money to? Isn't that to pay your thing?
Yeah, bond.
You gotta pay a bond to get out.
Oh, you gotta. Oh shit.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
I'm slow, bro.
Hey, yeah, 30 minute here. It kind of looked like it came with a little wick here. It looks like we're breaking the highs. We're gonna break up the structure here to go up. So I think our analysis was correct. Looking for more buys. If 30 closes bullish.
That would have been 10 pips right here if we entered on the close. Oh, I see this move happen all the time. Literally.
You gotta be confident to enter it, man. Yeah.
I don't know. You ever reach a point in your account where you're like, fuck, I just got here. I don't want to go below this number.
No, man. That's emotions, man.
That's how I feel. I just like reached the balance in my account that I've been trying to reach. And now I'm like,
Scared.
I've been mad in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, now I'm like, fuck, what if I go like under it and it's like 999? It makes me feel like shit for the day.
Yeah.
So literally like right on the baseline, and like I've seen it happen so many times before. I think if there was a top wick on that candle, I would have took it.
Thing is, like 30 minute had a top wick though, you know, like 30 minute already had a top wick. Cause like think of it this way, like the 15, I know like earlier the exact same thing happened. We came back down, but like we never broke the 1 hour lows in general, right? But like this 15 here closed with no top wick, but that 30 minute is still open, and like the 1 hour is still open. Cause like I only look at no top wick candles when it comes to like the ending of the hourly candle or the ending of the 4 hour candle. That's when it kind of bothers me. But if like the 1 hour is still open, it's like there's that top wick, no top wick could just mean that there's just so much momentum that price couldn't make a high. I mean a low wick, you know.
Couldn't reject there, just went straight through.
Yeah. So that's how I look at it with those top wick candles.
I would just say it just lowers the probability, like by however much you want to say it, but.
Yeah, I also lose the probability at some point, but I don't know. Like it was, if I didn't take the first trade, the trade here on 30 minute candle would have been the trade I would have took here, as it just closed bullish below support.
Yeah, it's gonna run up.
Cause that would have been my anticipation move, right? Anticipating that this 30 minute will continue to break above, you know. Cause the alley's still open, right? Alley's breaking the high, like that. It's just like low being created already. We cannot make a liquidity wick, right? We already know what that is, established. Now we just have like clean traffic head towards like this target here. If I enter the first trade, 4 looks like it's gonna close bullish, man. Where's Jimbo? Where's this guy go? Where do you watch the NFP news? You don't really watch it. NFP news, you kind of wanna it's just numbers that come out, man. There's no like meeting or anything until like maybe later, like this right here. But like this is kind of relevant after. But like you can't read NFP is just numbers coming out. It's not any type of speech or anything. Like FOMC is a speech, but rate cuts speech. Right? You usually have a speech for that after the rate cut numbers come out. But this you have no speech at all. Like you can get news for this though from like the last FOMC or something where they talk about jobs and job claims and stuff like that, and that's when the speech will happen. But this is a little different, man. How do you guys feel about this last 15 closing bullish here above the range with a wick fill here?
Still 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Watch this close bearish.
Oh man, if it closes bearish. Yeah. I'm pretty happy to trade 6 today. Cut my losses short. Pretty
Closes
happy.
bearish. I might just call it a day.
At 7:30, 40.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ranging, then it'd be ranging for NFP. It's just waiting.
Yeah. If it closes bearish, yeah, 100% be ranging for NFP. I doubt it. At least
That would just kind of be like a fuck you, like.
Yeah.
Could leave a nice wick.
Yeah, so I said 30 make it close above with a nice wick fill. We have like 20 minutes left though, and 15 make it close above with a nice wick fill. We have like 4 minutes left. Potentially Nest can continue up like this, maybe. No, if we close above. But we gotta close above here. We definitely gotta close above. Cause this is a range that we had through London.
Could be creating dandruff shampoo for the
Oh, what? A shampoo?
GMO guys. Yeah, it's creating the Head and Shoulders for the GMO guys.
For indicator guys.
But look at there's a right shoulder right there. It's being formed, and then it's like, whoop, the guy has his hand up, and it's not a shoulder.
I mean, they'll enter a position here as well off a 61.8.
Yeah.
I think a 38.2 fib tracing here probably. They have a fib going here to here. This is like around 32, around there 50, 32. Like sell coming back down.
And then they take one at 68 at the 61.8.
I mean, it would have been a profit here. They took it right here on the rejection coming down to support. Would have been a profit, and then I don't know if they would have managed it correctly though at the support. Probably would have hit their entry, or I would have cut their original stop loss.
They would have went to the leg.
Oh, there he made a new account.
Head and shoulder.
Zay made a new account. Zay is cold. Do you think mesmerizing candlestick patterns is a good idea? I don't really look at candlestick patterns like that, man. My trading style does not involve any type of candlestick pattern. I don't look at patterns in general. Because pattern is like more systematic. Something that's more systematic, It's like you're waiting for something to get something. This is just like this. Whatever I do here is just a bit more fluid, Like I'm not waiting for like a.
Look the same.
I'm not waiting for a doji to enter a candle every single trade, or I'm not waiting for like a hammer to gravestone hammer, whatever you call it, to enter a trade or a buy. It's like it's just like a lot more fluid. But if it works for you, it works for you, right? Enter gold, bro. If you can see here, we're still in a range here. I'll personally wait for a break above this resistance, man. Be patient and wait for a break above 1912 for us to continue for up to 1920. Entering bias here could be a bit risky because you're kind of still in a range here, right? You're kind of stuck in this lower range here, so I'll wait for a breakout to the upside here.
I think gold's going to be highly volatile during the NFP, so I think it's going to stay in that range.
Yeah.
And then break out of it before NFP.
But it's starting to creep up now. Slowly.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this happen. It'll creep up and it'll get people in, and it'll go back down, wick down, get people in. Before NFP even starts, people will blow their accounts.
And then if anything, They'll blow her
And now
account.
redeposit and then try to get in on
No,
NFP.
they try and get the buy
blow
stop,
it
sell
again.
stop scenario.
I used to do that. I used to get wicked in both ways, wake up with a blown account.
You guys might hear us like tell stories all the time, but that's because we've been through them. You know, we've been through them too. That's why we can kind of relate to them too. Like my first account ever, it was on NFP day, and I blew my account.
Me too. I literally blew my account on a September in NFP. First Friday in September.
So last year this
2
day?
years back. No, 2 years ago this day.
Oh, you used to be trading for that long?
I started trading August 2 years ago, 2018. Probably around the same time you did. You probably started that summer. You said you've been doing it for 2 years, so like June, July, August.
Yeah. I think I seriously got into it like around like February, January.
I think this February was like when I just started hitting that, that line where you're break even.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
pretty
have a
good.
week, you have a losing, but you're like, that's when like in February I started hitting that. Then I had a couple of profitable months, like March, April were profitable, and then it's been kind of break even since then.
Are you like more consistent now? Must you say?
So, like I'm 2 wins, 3 losses this week. But my losses are much smaller than my wins. So
you're in profit?
I'm, like break even, yeah. But still, I'd like to have the 3 wins and 2 losses.
Yeah, obviously.
That way I'm profitable.
I'm gonna stop trolling out for real. You said that exact same thing about your account yesterday, man. No, 2 weeks ago. You messaged me. You don't make me pull up the messages here, but you told me this exact line. You said, "I learned my lesson, Don. If you give me this, I will never blow my account, and I'll pay you back this, right?" And then what happened after was yesterday, you were on a stream and you're like, "This trade here will determine if I'm gonna make 50% of my account back, or I'm gonna lose 50% of the entire account." So you did not learn your lesson there, man. So whenever you say I'm gonna stop now for real, man, I can never trust that from you anymore, man. You have broke my trust, Lai. You have broke my trust, man. You have broke my trust. I can't trust you on that again, man.
I'm a.
For real, bro. For real. Trust me. For real, man. I swear, bro. I swear. I learned my lesson, bro. Same line. Archer says, No, like I'm not talking on your come up, man. I'm not saying anything about your come up. You can. I definitely want you to become a better trader than me. Become the next, the next GOAT here, become a better trader than me. But like I'm trying to tell you that you gotta really stop creating these bad habits, man. I tell you all the time, right? But I'm not saying anything about your come up, man. I want you to become a great trader, become the best trader out there. But to do that, what do you need to do? You need to stop following those bad habits, man. Trolling is part of it too. Like you're wasting time trolling, man. Like it all adds up, man. It tells a lot about you. If you're trolling, like think about it. Like, are you really taking training seriously, or just here to troll? Are you here to troll?
2 words for you: help yourself.
Yeah, gotta help yourself, man.
And I don't think saying or going, half margin on your account just to do better or see what happens. Let Lady Love take care of it. That's not helping yourself. Go play CeeLo.
Oh shoot! I mean, it's the truth.
What is NFP? NFP is non-farm payroll. It's like every month, the first Friday of the month usually is when the numbers come out, and the numbers come out for job claims, right? So it's either if people lost their jobs or people got more jobs that month. And usually it shows how great the economy is doing for that month or how bad the economy is doing for that month. So if numbers come out bad, obviously if you have less jobs, it means the economy is getting shittier. People are losing their jobs, right? If people are getting more jobs are claimed, that means the economy is going up, right? So usually what happens is if numbers go positive and the economy goes up is when the US 30 goes up, dollar goes up, all stocks go up, right? Whereas people lose their jobs, have bad numbers come out, that's when the USD will go down, etc. So, and then you can kind of correlate that to like gold and and all that stuff, So that's what NFP is. It's very important day. And people like to usually have sell stops, buy stops for a day, pending orders, the little gamble, but it's not really my trading style, so I don't really do that. I can't wait for news to come out. Depending on how they come out, I like to catch like the bits and pieces after.
So what we're looking at today, bad numbers. Let me see.
They're expecting bad numbers. I mean, yeah, they're expecting bad numbers here. I feel like this month the wave 2's but especially hitting. So you know, we had good numbers last month, right? I believe, did we?
Yeah, I think we came out deep. Yeah, right above.
Yeah, so like this month, it got a little worse. People like wave 2 starting to come here, so I believe we're gonna get bad numbers, man.
Heck, Disney just laid off 28,000
man.
Wednesday, so those don't factor in, but they will next month.
So the numbers make Goosey go down, going technically, yeah. If bad numbers do come out, the dollar does go down. Yes. The economy the economy goes down, the dollar goes down. Yes. View on US 30, US 30. Currently in a range here. You know, so I'll make it easy for yourself. Buys above here and sells below here. Preferably sells with the daily trend as well, forward daily trend to come down to maybe, let's see, where can we go to today? Probably like the support down here. Probably. If you do break below that support, I'll look for sells coming down. This support there, this support down here. You have like multiple levels here, but probably, yeah, this support right here would be pretty lovely. You have a nice like small range here. 130 pip range here, 130 point range, not bad. I'll take that. If you're looking at GJ's US 30 sells, I'll wait for a break below there. Right, so it's a Friday though, so take it easy. You know, no need to like rush anything. No need to force any trade setups.
Jay Decker, yes.
Hey, 15 close above the resistance here. I didn't even realize this. I was looking at this. Really? I was talking though. Yeah, 15 close above the resistance here. 30-minute is broke the highs. This is like a little wick fill. You kind of gonna get here. Probably gonna push up to this resistance here, and let's see what happens here. Because if we break that resistance, we're gonna continue up, and we take buys above here. So I think it's either I get buys in within this 1 hour candle closure, or I get buys in at the break of this structure up here.
Don, can you explain for Jay Decker why gold goes up when news is bad?
I just explained it earlier.
Oh, don't talk about like people go into gold as a safety.
So the reason why gold goes up is because gold's a safe haven, right? So when the dollar goes down, people like to put their money towards something else, which is probably gold, the yen, right? So gold usually tend to go up as people start putting their money towards gold, and people start putting their money towards yen as well. So the GJ, for example, GJ will start to come down for US 30 because the yen goes up, right? GJ goes down, right? So. Yeah. So like, let's say you get positive numbers here. Let's say you get positive numbers here, and you know the dollar goes up. People put the money toward the yen, so the GJ goes up. I mean, the yen goes up, but GJ goes down, right? Because yen is a secondary pair here on GJ. So, yeah.
Okay, so I'm confused on that one. So
you have
yen does opposite of what the dollar does.
Okay, so you have GJ here, right? And in this GJ here, you have the yen being safe haven here, right? Safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
So if the numbers come out negative and the dollar goes down, what usually happens is GJ, well, US 30 and the yen starts to go down, right? So since the yen is a secondary pair, the GJ will go up. My bad, not down. GJ will go up.
Okay.
Yeah. GJ will go up if dollar goes down.
I was like, hold up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a little confusing. That's a little more confusing than gold, but like, yeah, it's kind of how it works. Let's see on safe haven.
I couldn't sleep, so I was up watching my iPad when I said, let me just see what the charts look like. And I see these long candles going down, and I jump on the computer. And in the game I was playing, somebody said Trump had the Rona.
Wait.
And I was like, yeah.
Wait,
What?
hold on. My bad. No. I read that completely wrong. You got me confused, man. No, my bad. The yen GJ goes down with the here. So you have GJ, right? This is your GJ. You have dollar news coming out bad, right? Dollar comes out bad. Yen's a safe haven. Yen will go down as well. Will go up, right? People are pointing their money towards the yen. So the yen goes up where dollar goes down. So since this is a secondary pair, since the yen goes up, GJ will tend to come down with the US 30 as well. If that makes sense, because this is a secondary pair here. Yen, it's not the first.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got that confused, but yeah, yen got me confused too, man. But yeah,
Confuse yourself. Yeah, so I was watching it, and GJ was just flipping up 40, 50 pips and then come right back down 40, 50 pips. And I thought about they were talking about people losing their accounts yesterday. And I was like, let me stay away from this right here.
yeah. Looks like we came up to the target, guys. Who caught buys here? Did anyone catch buys in?
Nope.
Sam, Wixnine, anyone caught buys?
Nope.
No one got buys in. If I didn't enter
Uh-oh.
the first trade, this would have been my trade here. Probably 100%. Because the first time we took was on a 15-minute time frame, whereas like 1 hour time frame, whereas we're expecting like technically this low to be created for us to go up. But what we did was this low made even a lower low, so it came down to here instead of here. So as the 30-minute came down, it broke the lows, came down to here to support. Didn't break the 1 hour lows though. So as the 30-minute started to shift back up and close bullish, the 1 hour is somewhere at this point then, right? So you can kind of see the volume starting to push GJ up as well to come up to this resistance. So I mean, it was a pretty good trade idea. Just didn't play out exactly as planned, but at the end of the day, it was still a good trade. Yeah, this is a pretty good trade here too. Nice, guys. If you caught buys in that trade idea, leave a like on the streams. Although I did not get buys with you guys, unfortunately, you guys ate by yourselves today, which is good though. All right, so if you guys took buys today and enjoyed that little breakdown, leave a like. Will help out a
Don,
lot.
close above 201. Is that a buy?
Yep. Above 201, we'll look for buys, yeah. But your stock's gonna be pretty huge, so like maybe like wait for some type of support to be created above this resistance, you know, maybe like something like this. Maybe like we go up here, we start to close above, and then like maybe like wait for like a support to be created, so something like this probably. Come down, close kind of bearish here, and then it just starts to close bullish again. That would be an indication that we have formed that support to kind of go back up, right? Something like this.
Aha.
And we should
Yes.
push back up. And those would be your buys. So kind of wait for like a lower range to be created above resistance. Something like this probably. This is your range. Boom. Boom, right?
Yes, Obi-Wan.
But yeah, like right now though, if you're looking for buys right now, it's very aggressive, man. You're at resistance. I'll wait for this resistance to break first of all, right? That's fine. And I'm fine with, you know, seeing this move play out after I've taken the trade, which is perfectly fine. Because I would have got out regardless, any other day. Any other day I would have got out. Because the probability of this candle coming back down to break the current low earlier, when we got out after -5 pips, would be pretty high if it were to happen again, right? So we want to do with like, more probability and not just one time. You can just say, oh man, I went up after. Next time I'm gonna just move my stop loss lower down. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? You gotta go over your plan. Alright, what chart is this? You have what is this? Soybean. Commodity was the hedge during the 2018 cat crash. Oh shit. So this is 2008. We came back down to kind of retest those lows. Soybean. Wow. I don't know. I don't trade soybean here, but if you guys trade soybean, got a low chart here. Hey, at least, you know, we took the buys in the right direction today. You know, we didn't take any sells. Say that. Yo, Wixnine, did you get in here? Wixnine? My stocks are pretty Oh, nice. Arrow wick. Yeah, that was pretty clean as well. You could have entered off that. Yep. I mean, like, I was anticipating, like, okay, we made a low here. On an hourly candle, we shouldn't break that low, but we came down to break the low and, you know, cannot respect this, but it's fine. But yeah, if you had your stops down here, enter off the current candle, would have been nice TP smack for you. Nice. I'm probably gonna go back to look at this trade. See what I did wrong here, but are you going to take any orders for NFP news? I don't remember if you mentioned it already. Not orders, but I'm gonna wait for news to kind of come out and kind of get the bits and pieces after the news comes out. You know. Yeah. Just pretty clean though. Pretty clean buys going up. So like yeah, 4% probably close bullish here. We have an hour left. Day looks like it's gonna continue up bullish. I don't know. See what happens here. Because right, we break down to the point though. Because look at the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour kind of it started to reject that level right there, right? That minor support looking left. Small time frame showing us signs that it's gonna flip. You can kind of lead to the higher time frame, right? And now you can see how it kind of played out here. The 4-hour candle could flip bullish, and we can continue up for a day. Because this could be a huge liquidity wick if this candle closes bullish here. Huge liquidity wick on a 4-hour time frame, right before NFP too. So yeah, let's see though. See how numbers come out.
NFP's 8:30, right?
Yeah, 8:30. Okay, 1 hour kind of just closed there. Gold has closed bullish at support. US 30 has closed bearish at resistance. Very minor resistance. GJ has closed bullish above the resistance. So GJ was probably the cleanest pair of all 3 pairs today. You can have back-to-back days with GJ. All right.
Jimbo's back to bed.
Jimbo went back to bed?
I think so. It's kind of an anticlimactic return.
Yeah, we return. Let's see. Do you have any news regarding NFP here? You see, guys. Apparently, GJ holds below SMAs. Looks to consolidate. This is not consolidation. This looks like we came up here. Unless we're talking about a higher time frame. I mean, higher time frame is consolidating, but that's for swing traders, right? I don't know what I should do this weekend. I don't know if I should work on like my website, like this new website here, or if I should work on a new video. Because I said I may drop it weekly or bi-weekly. Those new videos every week episodes. So I don't know what you guys want. I think I'm gonna work on my website. Cause video, I mean, unless I post a quick video of just a wick fill, I mean, cause then I gotta record an intro, you know, with my camera, then gotta to make a thumbnail, you know, my classic thumbnails here. By the way, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. Pretty good video. I don't know. Trying to work on my website here, but because I want to get it done before January, you know. Gotta work on it now. Pretty much gotta move everything I have on this website towards a new website. have a more of a inner course feel. But by the way, prices will go up here. Prices will go up here. Starting January, it will go up. 400 is like kind of like the start of like the first year and the first 3 quarters of the year. You know, now we're starting to like get more interest. You know,
Maybe need more shoes.
the value on it is just gonna go up and up and up, right? Switching websites, switching platforms, like everything's gonna go up. More videos, you know, so it's like it's definitely worth more than 500, 400 in my opinion, man. Compared to like the courses that I've taken that were what, 750 plus. Yeah, man, I think I gotta go up here.
Don, I was watching the course yesterday.
You finish it?
Yeah, and I'm going back and watching it over again.
Nice. Fire salve, GJ.
Want a signal?
Close MT5. Enjoy your weekend.
I love it when like new people come in and like, what are we doing?
You can tell they're new too. You can tell they're new. You can literally tell if they're new. Yeah, it's fine though. We accept all people. But buyer so GJ, can't wait for if you take a look at this. This is like your new range here, right? Moving your range from here to here because now we're in this range. We broke above this resistance. Broke above, came up to this resistance. This is your new range in this range. So I'll probably wait for a breakout above here or below here to take buys or sells. If GG comes back in the range here, I will look for sells coming back down the range to continue back down here. If that is the case, right? So I kind of want to see how we form here. But yeah, wait for buys above here and probably sells below here or sells below here. That is the case.
It's no trade till NFP. I don't think so.
Yep, I agree.
Right, Don, I'm off. I'll see you Monday.
You didn't take a trade
See you
today?
guys.
You're not gonna watch?
No, I didn't take any trade today. I'm not doing NFP.
You had a good day. You had a good week. What's wrong?
It's been a good week. No, very good week. I've had a very good week. Yeah, it's been a good week.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Good call.
Yeah, catch you on Monday.
Yeah, man. Catch you on Monday. I had a pretty good week too. Decent. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a withdrawal for this week for the end of the month, and then look towards probably take out a chunk of my account and then start to like take it slow until January, and start to like pick up the pace back again in January. Cause like it's ending of like
Something I've never done.
ending of the year, so it's like it's gonna be a little less volatile. Compared to what I expect, like if it were happened like last year, where we had it end the last quarter of the month, the year was very slow. But we're gonna take it easy, you know. But yeah, cause I had a pretty good year. It's probably one of my best years, obviously.
Only 2.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, apparently that. And then probably cut half my account off, lower the lot size for the rest of the year. Maybe come back to like a 4 lot size around that range, and then back in January, I'm gonna pick it up again when I trade gold and gold and GJ. I will return to gold in January, right? If you guys notice, I took a break from gold since March because the spreads got too high. So now it's returned back to normal. I'm gonna take a return in January. I'm gonna take these next couple months though to back test gold for a little longer. But I'm not gonna lie though, my gold analysis has been pretty on point past couple weeks here, especially yesterday and the day before to the T. But yeah, gold
I
much.
trade gold with an 8 lot.
No man, I'm definitely cut my lot to adjust to my risk, whatever it is. We're gonna be at 3 lot or something in January, and gold or 2 lot around that. You withdraw weekly or monthly? Probably monthly. Sometimes like bi-weekly. Like not this month though. I didn't have a great a month this week
Hello.
to withdraw weekly. But like back in June, you guys remember when I posted my withdrawals? Made a withdrawal in first week of June. Made a withdrawal after last week of June. Made a withdrawal again. Depends on how the month goes, but yeah, this month I didn't do that great this month. Like I did decent, but like not my greatest month at all. But you know, still gonna stick with the same plan. You know, not gonna switch up my plan. Same plan I had in January. Same plan I had not January. Same plan I had in June. Right. My biggest month was June. Same plan I'm gonna keep this month. Right. Didn't do that great this month, but I still came out positive. You know, next month same plan again. You know, maybe adjust a couple things, but other than that, like same plan overall. Right. And that's how you can stay consistent. You gotta do what works for you, man. Dun, 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 dun. Look like we have created a liquidity wick here on gold. Once you flip bullish, we should be able to come with a filter range here. Let's see. Well, can we anticipate a move to happen here? Probably not, because they have NFP, right? Yeah, you have no change go up anyways. I believe once the candle flips bullish though, we should be able to get filter wick here, guys. But this move, you're gonna have to anticipate to kind of break this resistance, because if you put your TP here, no, because like with the wick fill, you can't anticipate that we're gonna continue up once you flip bullish here. You're expecting to continue to break above. So if you take buys on this kind of flip here, it's more of anticipation that we're gonna break resistance. But it's gonna be a bit more aggressive. Probably wait for NFP though. How's GU gonna do here? Let's take a look at GU, guys. GP usually looks a lot cleaner though. Let's see. So we have formed like a little fake out here on GU here. We have formed like a little daily is like bullish. Daily is bullish though. We made like a little support here on this little 4-hour time frame here on these levels. Currently out of resistance though at this resistance. Let's take a look. 4 hours at a heavy resistance actually. 1 hour still has a little range to go up. Yeah, probably wait for a buys above this resistance here for GU if you're looking for buys. Above this resistance would be lovely buys coming up to like the next target, which is going to be about this range up here. Which is like kind of that 1 hour resistance level. You have a decent like 20 pip range here, not bad, you know, it's not bad, but and then obviously sells would be probably below this support down here. So we have formed there. You guys are looking at GU, probably what I'll look for. Because the news are coming out bad, GU should be able to continue up. Right, so buys above here do look good, solid. Yeah, kind of like your new range here, right? I'm so cheesed right now. It was a perfect setup. I know you're from Toronto when you say cheese. I'm so cheesed. Do Americans say that, bro? Do Americans say like I'm so cheesed? If they're pissed off?
No.
Nah, right? It's a Canadian thing.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's a Canadian thing. Hey,
It's Toronto. I think it's a Toronto thing.
that's a Toronto thing for sure. Yo, I think gold created a liquidity wick here. Broke the lows and it's coming out to break the highs. I believe this is pre-market, pre-NFP. Woo. Coming up here. Could be coming up here. Wix 9. This could have been a stop out that took everyone up for NFP like you said. Could be coming up here because we did make a little resistance here. We kind of broke that resistance as we broke this structure. Now we're coming up towards like 1912 levels here. This looks pretty clean. Man, oh man. Yep. Coming up here.
I don't think it's done blowing people's accounts. I think it's gonna come back down again.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna wait for a range breakout.
On gold, I mean. think on gold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. It never broke that. Yeah, it never broke that 4-hour low. Whoever had like earlier, someone said try to get out with your goal. I'm like, move your stops up to in profit before at like 1905 levels below the support here, and you would have been alive here. So yeah, your stop loss is definitely in profit at this point here, right? If you got like way down there from earlier, expecting this to continue up because the price breaks that, you see a plummet. Morning, dude. What's going on, Forex Spider? How's your day been? Yo, so this is a trader, guys, that's like been, DMing me saying you suck. Saying like they literally sent me like messages saying how I do this, do that, like they don't like what I do. I had never talked to them or spoke to them. I don't even know who they are in my life, right? And the funny thing is, he keeps saying all these things about me. Oh, you suck, this and that. And he watches all my Instagram stories, all of them. And apparently he's been training for like 17 years plus. If I was training for 17 years plus, man, I have no time for that stuff. I have no time right now. I'm 2 years in. 1 year in, 2 years in. But I don't even, talk like that to our traders, man. People are just, something wrong, something going on there, They love to create attention for themselves.
Don, how are you gonna trade the NFP? Are you gonna wait for it to push and then trade it?
I'm waiting for
as
news to
you
come
see the
out.
direction?
Yeah, probably like 8:45, 9 a.m.
So you're gonna trade the second push. You're not gonna trade the
Yeah,
news.
second push. I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna have buy stops or anything. I usually never have buy stops. Pretty risky.
Yeah, I mean it's like this week especially difficult because like you had your NFP and I don't know if it's priced in or not, but now you have the president coming down with the shit yesterday,
Yeah.
and I don't know. He could like knowing him, he can just he can tweet at 8:30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could come out and be like, "Coronavirus is good for you, and that's why I got it."
Coronavirus is good for you.
But two of them was a BOGO,
Bro, you
That one
got
for
me
my
shaking
wife.
my head right now because I could see something like that.
Like watch him. Like I'm telling you, he could come out like right on, like right on NFP and be like, "No, fuck NFP, Trump speaking." So I think that's smart, like on this NFP to just let it go because it can whipsaw so easily. There's so much news, so much stuff happening.
Yeah. That's why I'm trading NFP
I
more.
think if you're like not an experienced trader and you haven't like gone through a bunch of NFTs, like I wouldn't risk anything. Like I would just chill until it settles down.
Because you kind of gotta worry about your spreads, right? Because that can stop you out, and like the whipsaws especially, because whipsaws could happen. Where we have price going and then come back down toward a different direction. Like that happens a lot, and that's why.
When I just started trading and on NFP, I used to open like a $50 account separately and just full margin it.
Yeah.
And see where it goes.
Yo, for the UK election, I remember some guy had like a $5 account. He had 2 accounts, $500. His broker provided him with like negative balance, right? So if he has protective balance, so if he goes negative, they'll pay him back the negative balance. So what he did was he went full margin on buys on one account, on another account went full margin on sells. He caught the sells for like 300 pips, made back fucking everything. He made 2 accounts. Yeah, it's like
What?
yeah, it's a pretty slick idea, but it's like yeah.
Wait, how did the broker allow it? Like, how do they allow a negative balance?
When you go to negative balance, sometimes they kind of protect. They have something called protective balance, where if you go negative,
Like,
they'll pay you back for the negative balance to go back to 0.
like out of their pocket?
Yeah, their broker. It's called negative balance. It's something that the broker
Why would
provides
they do that?
for you to sign up.
Every broker has like a very big slush fund.
Yeah.
Like, very big. Like, if you're a successful broker, your slush fund is like in like tens of millions of dollars. So they can afford to do that. Sometimes I went into negative on a few accounts when the price moved so quick. It took me out. I went full margin and it went like it didn't catch, quick enough.
Negative balance. It's not like your account's at 10,000 go down to 9,000. Like literally like negative X amount. Like negative like 10 or like $100.
Yeah, I've been like negative $19.
Yeah, like that negative balance. That would the payback for that. But not
so
like
he still lost. He still lost that $500, but he just didn't lose like
he made like fucking
yeah.
full
yeah.
he
margin.
made
He
a
went
killing on the
like
bot.
a couple thousands, you know. So it's like,
Yo, so can you could literally just do that for like
nah, man, it's risky, man.
eternity.
Yeah, but like, I mean, if you have money to play with, but like, it's like you might as well head towards like the casino.
I mean, then you're a trader, or then you're just like, let's put someone on red.
Yeah. Better on black.
I used to do that. I used to go out to Atlantic City and put
Uh-huh.
like $2,000, and the very first thing we do, we either 2,000 on red or on black, and we either go home or we have a fun weekend. And then we used to do that, and if we lose,
That's
we'd always get
hilarious.
like a comp room because you just threw down a whole bunch of money on one hand.
Yeah, I remember the days when Lang City was fun, like 2007 and 8.
Yeah,
Now
yeah. You
Atlantic
go
City's
back
a-
like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, like I used to go play on poker.
Yeah,
And
where'd
I
you go? The Borgata?
No, I used to go to Caesars or
Yeah,
what you
that's-
do
I
is
think
you don't
I
go
think
to
it's
where
closed
all
up now.
you don't go to where all the good players are. You want to go where you got the
Yeah, you don't want to
guppers.
sit down with the sharks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I would go and I would go down there on a Thursday and literally I would not get a room. I would just play while I was sleep in the bus lobby until they kicked me out. And then I would come back on a Sunday morning.
I'd never
So I
get a
was-
room, but I'd always request a comp room when I'm sitting at a table. And when
Yeah.
you're sitting spending money, they're more likely to just like, provide you a room, or like they're hoping you stay there to spend more money, and they don't know if I'm gonna win. So I always, when I sit at the table, I used to get the drink girl and ask her to talk to the pit boss and get me somebody that could come to my room.
Big
And all
baller,
that.
shot caller.
Yeah.
Oh, with no money. Hey, I
Yeah.
had friends who used to come in there. I had a friend drop like 12K. He got a room comp. The girl came. She's like, "You want anything else? Because that's a lot of money. You spend 10K. Dude, she's like, I'm gonna comp you a room plus your lunch. So whatever you want on the menu."
You
My
sound
boys are
like
extreme.
exactly
They
like
live-
Uncle Ted right now, man.
He literally went, "Hey, can I just get one of everything on the menu?"
Oh,
They
shit.
literally brought one of everything, like 4 carts worth.
Yeah.
That's when AC was popping, Like now you go in there, it's a ghost town.
There was a lawyer. She was going down to Atlantic City. In fact, Don, they were flying her down, and she had a small law firm. She lost like $2 million of her law firm's money, and she tried to sue all the casinos that she was dealing with because she said they enabled her, and she tried to sue them because she lost like $2 million.
That's why America's great. Sue anybody for anything.
Yeah. And they will if you go, and then if you win, say you went down there and you won 100. The guy told me that he and his friends did this. They went down there and one of their friends won like 200,000, and the boss was like, "Hey, stick around, guys. We'll get you a limo back up to the city, so and so forth, because they want you to stay. They don't want you to cash out and leave."
Yeah, eventually you'll lose everything you won plus more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Casino?
Of course.
Where he was like, he used to manipulate. He'd get people the plane tickets to leave the casino, and then get them a driver, and make sure the driver gets to the plane late, and then
Oh,
comp him a
shoot.
room and with the champagne, say I'm sorry. And what happens? The guy would come back down to the casino that night, and just blow everything he was leaving with.
Yeah. Believe me, they don't want you to leave.
They don't want us to have a bigger pool than Kanye.
Any news on US 30? US 30, US 30, no, it's on the range, man. It's on the range. XAUUSD, if you look at XAUUSD, I prefer to take buys above 136.201. I mean, sorry, above 1912 here. Look for buys above 1912, coming up towards 1920. Alright, these are buys I'll look for NFP.
So, Don, help me out here.
Mm.
On gold, is how much per point? So you said from 1912 to 1920, that's 8 points on a 0.10 lot. That's what Traders Way has. How many? How much is it per point? $10 or $1?
What lot size?
Well, with Traders Way, the lowest you can do is 0.10, and I think it's like a dollar.
Yeah, that's 0.01. So that's like 100 points would be 10 pips would be same thing for pips. It's like 300 points would be 30 pips. So 30 pips times that's $30 from 0.10, 0.0. I mean $3 per 0.01. Kind of confusing, but yeah, it's like same thing as any other pair. It's just that the points is like 1,000 points, except for example, will be 100 pips. You know, 100 pips, 100 points would be 10 pips. So just look at the pip count. Do you trade crypto on weekends? Nah, man. But I know who does.
Oh, here we go. BTC.
These right here.
Chat.
Traders on Friday
Yeah.
at market close. Anyone looking at BTC USD? I'm telling you guys.
That's a Friday 5 p.m. question.
I'm telling you. At 5 p.m. today, I was giving you guys screenshots of my VIP chat. Yeah, I was asked, is anyone trading BTC USD? And they'll force it trading USD on BTC USD just randomly. And it's like, man. It's like, oh yeah, I got sells coming down to here. I got buys coming down to here. Like, what's BTC has been doing anyways? Let's see. Let's take a look at BTC USD.
Pushing on the 1 minute.
I think we got great
it's
support.
It's going to 40,000. You got to get in.
Weekly is bearish. Daily is bearish. Yeah, I think we're gonna head down towards like the support here on BTC USD. Yeah, that's all I can say. Head down towards the support here. I'll say take sells below this little range here on a small time frame, but this is BTC, right? So yeah, it's not really.
It's at 40,000. I'm still waiting on McAfee to eat his own. Eat my penis if it's not by 100K this year on live TV. Remember that?
Mhm.
I posted that meme. I was like, yo, time's up, John.
Anyone know what's happening with NFP with US30? US30 is in the range. Yeah, wait for our breakout here. You know, preferably sells below here and buys above here. I think I've answered the question like 1,000 times. People looking at gold as well, looking for sell limits. I mean, hey, if you feel like it, you know. Yeah, gold we buys above here, definitely. Buys above 1912, comes to 1920. Have you ever seen an Irishman on Netflix? Nah, man, haven't seen an Irishman on Netflix. Alright. We have NFP coming here, guys.
Spreads about to widen.
Mm-hmm.
They already are starting. The last NFP sucked.
I want to see gold just spaz out.
Yeah, I'm taking out gold here, see what happens. We have if you're looking at NFP, it's in the range here. Understand that if you break the support here, we'll most likely continue down here towards the support down here at like 1897, and then buys will be above here, come up towards there. I'm not gonna have any limits though, guys. So you guys can watch it play out though, but I'm gonna kind of treat the aftermath of NFP after the numbers come out. Cash a bits and pieces after, right? No other direction. If you guys have sell stops though, buy stops, be very careful for whipsaws. And keep in mind your spreads are gonna get a bit bigger than usual when new numbers come out. Let's see. Yeah, they're expecting bad numbers here. So let's see what happens.
Done.
Yo.
When I think of whipsaw, I think of my mother when I was a little kid. I'd do something wrong, and she'd grab me by my collar and start walking me and slapping me in the head at the same time. That's whipsaw. Getting smacked around.
What sounds like the broker smacks
Whipsaw.
the broker smacks your account.
Mm-hmm. Get over here.
Say it. Yeah, I can't see what GJ reacts to too, because it wouldn't affect GJ directly, but it will like kind of you can say push the markets in a certain direction for GJ. The volume that's gonna come in, right? But it's not gonna directly affect GJ because dollar has nothing to do with GJ. But the volume coming into New York will affect 200 NFP will affect this pair.
So what if news comes out bad? That should mean that GJ would go down, no?
Yeah.
I think the numbers are going to be bad.
Yeah, they're expecting good numbers. See. Oh, news that came out. How's gold gonna react there? Oh, nothing yet. Wait for it.
Nothing yet.
Wait for it.
Nothing.
Let's see what happens here.
Forex Factory slow.
It looks like it's gonna be a boring NFP. Can I say that too soon?
Oh, it's 7.9.
Came out bad?
Oh, it came out bad. Come on, good.
7.9 is
Yeah.
bad.
No, it came out good. Those are good numbers.
I mean, yeah, that's lower than expected. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that means GJ is gonna be going down, right?
No,
Dollar
that
goes down.
Doesn't even
yeah.
necessarily mean that.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it does affect like just the volume in general pushes it.
Well, I should say gold.
Yeah, dollar came out negative. So yeah. But okay, so it came out negative. The last 4 did come out positive though. Dollar could be going up here. Kind of a weak NFP here. We have you know, a very weak NFP here. Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Go pushing up a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at gold.
Creeping up here. Yeah, numbers came out positive here. This came out negative though, as expected. That came out negative. This photo came out negative. This photo came out positive, right? 7.9%. Damn. It's been coming out positive for the past like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NFPs here. Straight positive numbers for that folder. Probably gonna get a late move here. Probably get a late push here. So yeah, bits and pieces, right? So probably wait for a closure above this resistance if you guys are waiting for gold buys. Pre-news, nice. You got a gold buy. Nice. Pre-news, yep. Because more of anticipation, right? You got like it made sense on the technical time frame where like you had like a support being created here and you know price starting to creep up here. Regard 10FP, but yeah. Let's move our stops to entries though. Alright. GJ has been moving here, so let's see what happens here. You create like a minor resistance on GJ here at like these levels here, a very minor one. Tap this resistance, form a little range here. Preferably this box here, it might be stuck here for a little bit. We probably need a breakout of this area.
So I just did a.
What'd you do here?
I just did a buy stop, sell stop on gold on a small account, and none of it hit. Not the buy stop, not the sell stop. So
Yeah.
both.
Which have buy stops above like here.
I put the buy buy stop, yeah, 1911, 60, I think, or 1911.80. Hold on.
Your weekend NP. It's already
Yeah,
got priced in.
1911.68, and I put a sell stop at 1907.
Just like last month, a week.
That shit went nowhere. It should technically it should go up. I mean, according to the numbers, but so much news, so much.
Yep.
The crazy thing is, this is typically considered the most volatile time of the month.
Is it?
Well, the NFP is probably
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
volatile day of the month.
Yeah.
And it gave us no movement.
But I feel like the past
But I-
NFPs here for the past like year has been pretty shit. Like the last NFP I remember
Yeah,
has
but
been pretty good was like last March, man. You know?
But I've seen NFPs also move like 5-10 minutes after.
Yeah, it kind of like a late,
Oh.
yeah.
Like I think last month they moved like a good 4 or 5 minutes after, but it gave a strong push.
It's probably be a late move today, considering we haven't moved yet today. It'd probably be a late move today. I believe it's like 9:30, 10 a.m. ish. Probably a late move here. Let's see, maybe 9 a.m. Yeah, most likely a late move though. It's better though because now we can just enter off like closures of candles here instead of having those risky limits. I mean stops and stuff, pending orders. So we can see how price kind of reacts coming up or coming down. Alright. FOMC is coming. FOMC is coming like I think a long time, no? Let's see. I think the last FOMC was like what, last week? Last Wednesday? FOMC was 2 weeks ago. Let's take a look. Where's FOMC? FOMC was break cut. It should be around here. Yeah. FOMC was Wednesday 16th, so next FOMC is gonna be November 5th. That's in about a month, man. Next FOMC statement in about a month. So that's a long time for FOMC, man. That's in about a month. November 5th. Month and 3 days, to be exact. Oh, we're starting to move here. GG is starting to move here. Gold's starting to move here. So let's see how we react here. Let's see. It's the last 4 hour candle of the day not the day, but the last 30 minutes of the 4 hour candle here. 4 hour candle looks on GG looks it's gonna flip bullish here. Let's say we're gonna close bullish. Let's see if we can get buys and above the resistance here. But we are starting to move though.
The buys look clean, man.
Yep.
It's a big candle to the left right there.
Come on, GJ. Baby need new shoes.
How did GU do here? GU did it move? GU did not break above. No, GU did not close above. Reject off that resistance. We had no bias here. How did USD do? USD is making a move now. Let's see. Take a look at USD. This is interesting, man. I think London I think it was priced in, man, during London. This is the move, I think. Because gold is also priced in as well, Yeah, I think daily is bearish here. I think daily's heading towards this target right here. The UJ sells will be valid below the support. Maybe sells below the support, maybe. Too slow. There's like a 13-pip range. It's kind of tough situation. Yeah, it's a bit tricky here. at a 15-minute range here. Yeah, I see sells would be below this 15-minute range here, and buys would preferably be like above this resistance here, coming up towards like, because we need a retracement, right? So we made a support. Price needs to go up to make a resistance, right? That resistance could be either maybe at this resistance right here on the 4-hour time frame, right? Maybe look for resistance here to be formed to more sales coming down. So yeah, buys above here does make sense coming up to like this resistance here on UJ.
UJ.
Yeah. This makes sense. Wait for a count closure above. Take buys coming up to this resistance. Nice little 15 pip range here on UJ. Not bad. Alright. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, GJ 4-hour has looking bullish here. Can we get closure above here 15 minutes? Let's see. We get closure above here for buys. My second attempt for buys today. Let's see how we do. I placed buy stops, sell stop on gold too. Any recommend TP? Well, if you place a sell and buy stop, you should understand where your TP is, man. You should understand your trading plan. You know, you gotta make your trading plan. You gotta figure out where your stop loss, where your TP is. You know,
I think,
if
if your sell stop hasn't hit, then don't get rid of it and just use the market.
Because sell stops are only valid if, like, you know, if you, because the reason people put sells and buy stops on news is because they expect the price to push a direction, right? Like off that one candle. But you know, we haven't moved there, so I'll probably delete this and wait for some type of break below or above here, a closure, and to enter off market execution. Like me looking at sells, if you do break the support, look like towards we're coming towards 1897. After buys would be above like that resistance coming up towards like maybe these levels up here, 1920, right? Probably what I'll look for. But yeah, preferably a 30-minute closure above or below here. 30-minute is your range here. We still have range to go down, that's why, right? We made like a little we came up last night, we made it like a resistance, right? We made support from earlier, so price needs to make some type of support somewhere to continue going up. So this is a level where it can make support at. Most logical level, right? Next most logical support. If this support breaks, we're gonna probably come down to this level, down here. This right here will be your clean sells on gold here. 1906 and 1897. Your cleanest sells you can possibly have. You have no traffic here, right? Oh, GJ is breaking above here. Let's see what happens. 3 minutes left for this count closure.
You would take it off the 15 if it closed. I think it's kind of.
I can't see off 30 minutes to be honest, in 18 minutes, but because like 30 minutes, 15 broke above. Yeah, you have this little resistance here in 15. Yeah, it might not stay. The thing is, like 30 minutes could just continue going up here with the volume.
But it's also risky because it could close under and then you're screwed, you know?
Yeah. Take a look here. Let's see. Looking at maybe this resistance up here could be a factor. Yeah, probably this resistance up here. Above here. Move my resistance up here. At these levels
That's
here.
the 15.
Yeah, that's the 15. That'll be perfect. The lines perfectly with the 4-hour. Lines perfectly with the 1-hour. So yeah, above here probably. I think I drew my resistance wrong. Buys will be above here.
Above what is that?
136.253. Come up to this target. You have a nice,
yeah.
This
15.
Yeah.
There's a candle over there closing right at that zone earlier.
Yeah, that's much cleaner. Yep, 100%. 25 pip range. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think I drew my resistance wrong, but that's fine. We adjusted it. So I'll probably break above here. I'll continue to go up. Now that's a big zone, right? We traced at 1900. What do you mean? If you break the support, we have a clean traffic come down to that support down here. How do you think about selling gold? I can explain it, man. You're gonna need a closure below the support here for us to continue coming down here. I think I explained this like 20 times today, man. People on my it's on my screen, guys. Come on, it's on my screen, guys.
He's mentioned gold like forever today.
It's Friday. People are hungry.
1900 big zone. Yeah, I mean, but man, at that time, you probably move stops to break even anyways, right? But like this overall, like if you look for sell, I think my target will be around here because it's like an entire range we're breaking into. Some minor resistance there, but overall the range will be coming down to this support. So I'm looking at like 1980s, 1997, not 1900s. But you can probably take partials coming down. Partials unclosed bullish.
If the 4-hour closes weak bearish, you could have a final
I
buy
doubt it. I doubt it, bro. It's just gonna probably close above this resistance. The way GJ moves. If it does, yeah. If it does, we have a fire resistance. I mean, if you break that, we're probably teaming up. You're right.
GJ just playing.
You're right. Yeah. Sorry, man. I just joined. Nah, no worries, man. No worries, bro. I'm not, I'm not mad or anything. Just trying to say, but it reminds me of this right here, though. Where's my story? Oh, I can't view my story on this website. Well, we had like a little what do you call it? Story here said like when you show up late to the streams and you ask those questions. That's how you gotta show up on time, man. Yes, next time on the streams, guys, we're gonna count how many times I explain something and get asked.
So how long have you been trading, Don? Who's your mentor? How much did you start with? When did you become profitable? What lot sizes do you trade? Do you have a job? When did you quit your job?
Where did you work? I think they want to like follow the exact steps I took. To get the right idea, like, oh, where'd you work? Oh, I'm gonna apply there. You worked here
What do you
for
think
2
about
years.
selling gold?
Are we buying this? I'm selling.
So hold on, you're saying I need to work at the McDonald's drive-through?
For 3 years and make how much you make a month? How much you make an hour?
I'm making like $8 here, but in New York, I think it's like 15. What's the minimum wage?
What's the lot size you trade?
Hey Danny D, what's up, man? What's going on? How's your day been? Gold sell? Oh Jesus. Man, oh man, look at the screen here. You know what? I'm gonna make it easy. Here, range. Wait for breakout. Screenshot this on your screen and save this picture. Here.
You just got to put that right under the trades called, trades taken. Gold in a range.
Roger has the same issue. What issue does he have? There's no issue, man.
No, he says Roger's having the same issue. What issue was it?
I think he's talking about the resistance or something.
Oh.
Range me sell.
Oh man.
Hey, is Alex still here in the stream here? Alex, are you still watching? Check my Telegram message, Alex. If you guys haven't known, Alex was there's a funny story about Alex. So Alex here, he was like a good old friend of mine, like from when I started this journey. Like he started around like a little later after me. But like, so this is one time where this guy he had to pick between me and another mentor named like I'm not gonna say his name, right? His name was like something XXX, right? But yeah, his mentor was like I'm not gonna say his name, but like this other guy was like he would send signals, and every time he sent signals for some reason this guy I paid for his signals too when I first started too. And this guy would be like, buy this now at this TP this stop losses, but then he would say over leverage now, enter bigger lots here. Like he would keep telling you to enter bigger lots and more drawdowns, and he's like enter now. Like he was exaggerating. He'd be like enter big lots now, over leverage now, and I'm like, what kind of mentor is this? Like it's telling me to blow my account, and when the trade goes off, he's like, ah shit guys, my bad. Like, you know, like, oh man, that was funny.
I had a guy like that. He would trade overnight during the Asian session, but he was trading at like my time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. But he was trading pairs that were closed, and he was like, this pair's not moving right now. And then he would tell people, get on the buy, get in the sell. And I'm like, the market's closed for the pair. Why are you trading it? He said, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I don't know, there's the difference between like, you know, high quality signals and like low quality signals, you know? Huge difference. Like if you're gonna get to a signal channel, you gotta get in like a high quality one, man. Make sure your signal provider provides you with analysis and updates you on the trades, you know, not just say buy now, sell now, and don't like man trade at all. You know, it's like whenever I send a signal here now, I send probably the most highest quality signals I can possibly get, and the stops are always to minimum as possible. And like we always give a breakdown of the trade beforehand, send a chart, you know, after say like, oh, closing here because this, moving stops to entry because this, moving stops to this current high because this, you know. Like look, the signal we sent yesterday was like this. So GJ, TP now, this stop loss there, you know, stop loss there, corrected it, and then you know, sent the chart here for support form at NYSE open here. You know, 2 candle close bearish below support, confirm break support. Enter the 1 candle close below support, or clean trade looking left. Mirror to come down here. Target at next support right there. Clean trade, right? Moving now moving my stop loss to 135.465. Current candle high. Reducing my stop loss. Matching trade to the T. Closing 10 pips here. Closing 50% of my position. Moving stops to entries. You know, risk free trade. The closing here 25 pips. You know, and then yeah, like it's always like. That's how signals should be sent, right? But when you're just sending a signal that just shows like, you know, TP here, stop loss there, it's like you're not giving any type of update or no type of chart. It's like, how did you get that signal? Like you kind of want to figure out how the guy got that signal. You know. The regular 3 signals a day, rarely anymore. It's around like 1 or 2 per day now because like it depends on the market as well, right? Yesterday I sent 2 signals in the VP channel. I sent one in the free one. I sent one in the free one and 2 in the paid one. But yeah, today so far I sent 1. But it depends. Like some days will be more, some days will be less. I used to send a lot more, man, a lot more. But I'm trying to pick the most high probability subs now. Are you using your TV to our phone? I'm using my laptop over here. I have a whole different laptop. That's more position.
High quality signals.
Yeah, like I'd rather get like we had an argument about this once. I'd rather get if I were to get signals, I'd rather receive like high quality signals than like get like 5, 6 a day, thinking that the more signals I get, the more money I'll make. That's stupid, right? Like Wix now, you've been here for like what? Channel for like what, a month now? And like you probably could tell that like all the channels things I sent are just like I give analysis behind all of them, right? Oh, he's not even here. Is he here? Oh, he is here. 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, man, he was here before I was.
I've been here for a long time, dude. I wasn't talking. I was just paying attention to what you're doing. I was on the other guy's stream, but I was paying attention to you. And there was like a month where I had both your streams running at the same time. That's why I was like, yo, this is like the Twilight Zone because Like you would be explaining the same thing the same way at the same time.
Yep.
Like you are giving a gold breakdown at the same time, saying the same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. One of them's gotta have the other guy's stream up because like that just doesn't happen.
Nah,
And then like when you keep doing it over and over and over and over, and, it's just,
and
like,
even like when he's yeah.
I was like, let me talk to this guy because like you know there's like 40 people here and there's like 2,000 there. I'm like, this is gonna be much better here. Well, now it's a lot more there. Now it's a lot more here. Like it's like tripled or quadrupled since I've joined both streams. But I just you know I just find more, not the explanations. For me, it's like more common, like way the mind works. Like you see the charts very, very similarly to me, and it gives me like more confidence. Like when I'm looking at the charts and I'm discussing them, I'm going over in my head. Like it's very similar to you. So that's why I'm in this stream instead of, you know, like trying to see what guests we're having on a Friday.
Oh, shit.
I feel ya.
Like, I could give a fuck less, pardon my French.
Yeah, it's
trying to
funny.
help myself.
It's funny that the way it came over here was it was trolling you. Because somebody mentioned you and he started trolling you. And then a bunch of people came over here from his stream just to check it out and found out that you were the real deal.
I feel like we'll forever be talking about this for probably the rest of our live stream lives here, honestly. Every couple live streams is gonna be brought up every time, but yeah, it's really fun to look back at in a couple years. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
FX Samurai's been here at least 3-4 months.
yeah. I started late July, early August.
Yeah, no, I've been here since like May.
Yeah, that's another question. Are you copying Roger?
You spend anyone that'll spend maybe a week on the charts, maybe a few days, like on this stream, like it's clear. Like it's not about copying. Like their breakdowns are very similar, but no two people are identical. You know, you guys
Exactly.
push the charts the same way, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know, timing,
Astro
how you
FX
feel, your
here.
mood.
Like Astro FX here, we be trading like similar to like like Ryan Red Package or like the FX Down Savage. They both use fibs. They both use trend lines. Like it's like the same. Like it's just I don't know, man.
I think what
me
you
and
have in
Brown
common
Panther-
is, I think you have Uncle Ted in common, and he just instills a certain type of discipline and a certain type of way of thinking.
So you compare me to Uncle Ted.
I'm just saying that's what you and what you and the other guy have in common.
Yeah.
That you guys were pretty heavily influenced, I guess, by Ted's mindset.
Ted helped me a lot. I love Ted. Great guy. Your probably dumb question. I guess it depends on your person, but does it make more sense to close 50% and leave a runner at 10 pips, or close 8% and leave a runner at 10 pips? That would depend on you. Preferably, I like to close 50% at 10 pips and it's let the runner. But usually, like sometimes I'll close like just the full position at 10 pips. You don't always have to leave a runner. Runners really depends on the situation. If you see that the trade has a lot of room to go up or down, that's not set to like leave positions running, right? Like leave bigger positions running. But it depends, man. Because if you leave a runner for like 8%, I mean, but depending on how big the target is, the bigger the target, I'll say the more you close at the 10 pips. You know what I mean? Like if you're expecting us to continue down an extra 300 pips today, to leave like a 0.8, close like a 0.80 and leave like a 0.20 for a 1.0 lot, stuff like that. Oh, you've been training for us for 3 months. You got your account from $200 up to 1K. Nice. That discipline's been working, right? See? It's been working, man. It works.
Jay Decker, you buying lunch?
Where's Paul?
Paul, I don't know where Paul is, man. Surprisingly.
Paul did well enough yesterday to
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what it's about today's chat, but today's chat has been all positive. Like, I love today's chat, man. It's been, great vibes today in today's chat.
Just jinxed it. You're about to get like 3 or 4 thumbs down.
Oh, also, guys, if you guys joined the stream so far, leave a like in the stream, man. I appreciate it so much. Appreciate it, man.
Prubus, we told you not to.
I told him he's on the wrong stream for that.
Yo, look, the handle is hot. Don't touch.
I think he's trolling, man. Leave it alone.
I know. I think he is too.
I think he's trolling, man. You're definitely trolling. Or it might be Zay that's making a new account. I just said gold
Who?
buys. Because, like, Prubus said he's in a sell with no stop loss. He's down 5K.
Full margin there. Full
that's
margin.
Sly.
So
That's
it could be Sly with a different account. Because he just went to his other account saying gold buys. He can't throw us off.
Nice.
But I'm on psychology
Fly with
level.
the burner.
I'm on psychology level 2, so I understand that. So maybe you have a burner account on that account.
Go big or go home.
Sound like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I know. Well, you thought that who was it? Me and somebody else were the same person. They remember they had like 4 accounts.
Yeah. FX Spider.
Oh, okay.
No, there was somebody else.
Yeah,
They don't
no.
come here.
It was.
It was Jose something.
Jose 123 or whatever it was.
Hey, cause same thing for
Yeah.
trading though. Same psychology for trading though. Cause like for example, guy number A could be waiting. For example, he could be how do I say this? Shit, it's like this example, the psychology thing that like this analogy that I had at one time. If I remember, I'll bring it up again. But man, it was someone told me it, and it was probably the craziest thing I've heard. I was like, wow, there's levels to this shit. You know, that's when I realized that there's levels to this stuff. It's not just, you know, AB equals D. It's like you gotta figure out what AB equals D and how that equals to EFG. You know, like there's levels. And if I remember, I'll tell you guys, but I can't remember right now. I think the 1 hour here, guys, has closed bearish at this resistance here, the 1 hour candle. I
No buys.
could see us, yeah, coming down to the support here, and then eventually coming down further. So let's see. Let's see how we look here. 4 hour is bearish with a wick fill. Ooh, 4 hour closed bearish here. 15 minute we close below the range here. Let's see. These are nice sells coming down here. Kind of retest the support here. Yeah, I guess it's coming down here to like this range here. 135, 727. So I will look for sells if you break below this range here. I'm gonna look for sells if we get a closure in this range here. So maybe something like this, you know. And look for sells coming back down in the range like this. That'll be my target. Right? Because like what it'll be is like it's kind of like a fake out. That's what it is now. Right? You have like a little range here. Look at it like this way. You had a little range here during like pre and Y. You know, then you had a little breakout to the upside. So for us to continue going up, what the price is doing right now is it broke up. It came down to make a support. If this support breaks, we're gonna come back in the range. That's what a fake out is. So 85% chance we do come back in the range. If we do break the support, I will take sells coming down to this range and eventually leave a runner today coming down to the support down here because the daily is bearish. And this is the most important 4 hour candle of the day at 9 a.m. here because this is the most volatile candle of the day. A wick flow in a 4 hour time frame, daily looks bearish. We could coming down to the support again. So I will leave a runner today on this trade if I do take.
Gonna wait for this close.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a 15 close and I'll look for sell coming back in the range. These would be the sells I'll look for. Yeah. You see how I kind of talked my way into that, guys? You know. RP gold buyers. Yeah, gold never broke above that resistance. Yeah, kind of in the range here. I think gold's in the range for the rest of the day, man. Or it might get a really late move today.
It's got a nice wick to fill.
Yeah. Gold? Where? 4 hour? What time frame? GJ?
Yeah, on the 4 hour.
Oh, GJ 4 hour. Yeah, for sure.
No, gold. Gold
Oh,
4 hour.
gold. Gold 4 hour looks like a. Are you looking at MT5?
Oh yeah, your
Yeah,
4 hour
yeah.
looks different than mine because I'm on Traders Domain.
Gold's bullish though, obviously, but I don't know. Wait for that breakout. So yeah, let's see. If we get a 15 close below, we look for sells here. Last trade of the day. And yeah. Yep, I'll look for now 4 hour wick flow. Yeah, 4 hour wick flow if we break the support here, because that will indicate us on a smaller time frame that we're gonna come down towards the support. And therefore, those will be my sells. The low dot was gray. Damn, man. You're 10 minutes late.
We should have known that we're gonna on the daily that we're just gonna range here because last time we were in the zone, we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 a whole week we ranged.
Oh. Ooh, GJ coming down here. Wow. Up. We're gonna come down here, guys. 1 hour's gonna come down here to Footerwick. 4 hours gonna come down here.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Shit. Oh man. Yeah, I was waiting for a closure in the range here, but looks like we're coming down here. Could we come down towards 135? 352. Wow, breakdown was provided and breakdown has now been received. Clip it
Must just
and
be a liquidity wick to fly up.
clip it and ship it.
Flip it and ship it.
I don't know who got in here, but if anyone got in, like, I don't know, maybe here, you would have probably took profit here, or close half here or something. Lost entry zone. For sure. Oh man, kind of wanted a closure below, but it's alright.
Ole.
Yeah, we just literally broke down this move, bro. We just literally broke down this move.
I was in the trade. I was in drawdown about 5 pips, and then it just took off down.
Oh, you got in here? Nah.
Oh, you got it?
No, I got in at the beginning of the candle when we were talking about a sell. And I thought it would go down right immediately, and it went up a little bit, and then it started coming down, and that's when it did this here. So I
did you
caught
close
it.
it? Or you,
Yeah, I closed it.
Hey, because
so what you, did you
But
get
it was I caught
oh,
give me a second.
oh, this is what happened here. Now on 3 right here. This is it. What happened?
What happened?
I believe we're gonna continue down here. Leaders skeptical about prospects of Brexit deal. EU official.
Oh, for sure.
GJ.
it wasn't even NFP related, I guess.
Hey, because I was gonna get on the opening of the 1 hour, but the stops are way too big for me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the 15-minute close and,
Oh, yeah, it looked
and
like-
use the 15-minute stops. Come down.
I
But
got
yeah,
in that. I'm sorry. I got in at 854 and got out at 719.
It's a late entry, man.
oh, that's a late entry. I thought you got it up here or something.
No. Yeah, I got.
It moved quick though. It moved down.
No,
real
I'm talking about
quick.
that was before. Oh yeah, what the hell? I'm looking at my stuff wrong. I did about 4 trades today. I'm sorry.
You took 4 trades
No
today?
more trades. No more trades.
Exposed. You
No
took
more
4
trades.
trades today, man.
No more trades.
One in
Got a week's worth in there.
On a Friday, no more trades.
one. I
On
got
a
in one
Friday.
at pre New York, and then
Samurai has luck.
the bot button was broken. And I couldn't
Samurai,
stop.
what are you on today, Samurai?
I told you 3 trades today.
No, like, what are you on?
Oh, coffee.
Are you sure? That's it?
Yeah.
I didn't show him, I swear.
But you know what? It's funny because I never thought that 4 trades was a lot of trades in a day until I came over here.
And
It's not-
it's all dependent on you, but
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like that trade you just took, like it wasn't a quality trade, right? Like,
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
I got my donkey moments.
Yeah. I thought like when you said you got to sell, like, oh, you probably got like right here to closure, break it that, or like the opening of this candle. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. After you got like down here, I'm like, whoa, down here to here, that's pretty risky. I mean, it played out, right? I mean, shit, but I have a buy stop at an 8 and 12 going for this works. I can get a motel when I get evicted tomorrow.
So, oh
Man, oh,
god,
man.
bruh.
Fly, how many accounts have you made with us? How many accounts do you have? That's funny. I'm telling you, today's vibes on the chat is pretty funny, man. Today's vibes. Oh, there goes our selves that are looking for coming back in the range. But yes, that kind of plays out though. You guys can see how like that kind of fall on the 4-hour time frame, fall on the daily. You know, everything just perfectly to the point here. You know, so.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we need is a sell below the support here. We need a closure below support for us to continue down here. So let's see what happens here. We also broke the 4-hour lows here. You guys are pros. Open 12 trades today. Is there any cool lighter mates today? Maybe later, man, when they come in here. Probably when they all done come in here.
Nah, Wix, I ain't telling you.
Oh, shit.
12 trades, that's a lot, man.
Oh my god.
Y'all think I was bad?
I don't have 12 trades over the last 2 weeks.
I have, yeah. This week I have like 9 trades, but like 12 in one day.
I think I had 7 this week and 4 last week. That's great.
Yeah, man, you gotta really learn to like, you know, enter less trades and enter the most quality trades, man. Are you up for a day? Are you up for a day or you down for a day though? Let me ask you that. Are you up for or down for a day? D though. I'm happy that's on L there. It's D. Okay, goes about to break the lows here. Go broke the lows on 30-minute time frame. 1 hour did not break the lows yet. Could we break this 4-hour? Oh man, gold. Yo, guys. Gold 4-hour time frame has created like a bullish move going up, right? We now need a support being created for us to continue going up. So this is the most logical support level. If this support breaks, we're gonna come back down the range here towards these levels here. You have gold sells below 1906, coming down to like 1905, 500, coming down to like 1902, 1900. Those are very clean sells on gold there. If we break that support, man. Oh, break the lows.
It's Friday. It's gonna whipsaw right back up.
About to break the lows. Oh, break the lows.
Oh,
Coming down towards 1897. Can we get an 1897 in the chat? Yeah, we're breaking support here. 1907, 1897 here. Target if we stay below up 1906. We'll been 10 pips right there. We probably would have closed half right there and let it run go to TP. Perfect.
that's hilarious. I left the sell stop on gold
Hey, activated?
on that small account. They went through it. It didn't activate.
Wow.
So I'm thinking it's a $500 account that I opened just for NFP.
Mhm.
And I put a 1 lot on it. And it
Oh,
didn't open. You think that's too much?
yeah, it's too much, man. I think that's, on gold, yeah, it's too much. I think, isn't the margin maxed out at 100 now? Gold? I haven't traded gold on Trades Domain yet.
I don't know. My margin's at
I
5. I don't-
swear the margin, like the leverage, no, not the margin, the leverage
Leverage, yeah.
on Trades Domain is 100, right? 1 to 100 for gold. Or am I wrong? Because I haven't traded gold yet on that.
Me neither. I never traded gold on traders. I mean, but this was my first time. It didn't activate.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure
I think,
it's 1 to
I think on a
100.
$500, the 1 lot was too much.
Yeah,
I was trying to full margin.
way too much, man. It just stops the break even here. There's not easy. As I said, the set was down the road, but the news hold us on top for too long time and create doubt news. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, emotion got to you, right? You just have a doubt? Yeah, that's fine. Wow, what a trader, guys. Gold is like playing out, you know, as mentioned, just right after we explained it on the 4-hour time from here. Same with GJ here. Played out right after we explained it.
If you look at it, like gold is
Simulation.
really technical.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Very.
Really. don't find it hard to trade. I find it just very stressful.
I go on Roger Stream to check out.
Moves a lot different than like currency pairs. I'd say it moves like quite a bit different than GJ and so.
I go on Roger Stream to see if he's done yet. And this guy's breaking down gold just like I just broke it down. Works now, you're right. I took a Twilight. What do you see, Sam? Sorry, my bad.
I was just gonna say gold. I feel like gold moves a lot different than like GJ or most currency pairs.
Obviously, yeah, definitely different from most currency pairs, but yeah.
I mean, it's still like you still like trade it using price action and stuff, but it's just like
Like-
the way in which it moves.
Like I'm used to trading gold now, so it's like when gold moves, man, it moves. Like when it ranges, when it moves, man. I used to try to call toss and bombs all the time when I was a younger trader, and I just tried to predict the next rejection areas. But man, I learned my lesson with gold real quick that when a trend is going, it just goes, man. Like swing traders would try to sell here.
I don't know. I'd say
Yeah,
I'd say gold respects like support and resistance like very. Like, if it's not like one of those days where it's just like blasting through everything.
Yeah.
I feel like gold respects like support and resistance like very like heavily. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
I feel like it's easier to call like. I feel like it's easier to call tops and bottoms in gold than it is for like GJ.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 30-minute close bearish here. 15 close bearish here. Big smash, big. Yeah, I'm like looking at GG here and I expect to continue down here. Looks like we're gonna continue down to like these levels here, man. Yeah, Wickful here coming down. Looks very clean here on GG. Cause like what this wick fill is, guys, if you guys don't know yet, like this wick fill is a range, right? On a small time frame, this wick fill is bullish candles on a 5-minute. So if there's bullish candles here and we're coming down to retest the lows, high chance we're gonna continue down a break. So you can't expect for us to come down here. So it's either you enter here, look for anticipation move here, or you wait for like a little break below with this next 30-minute candle, 15-minute candle. So I'm gonna wait for 15-minute candle. Because if this is the high and you break below and close here, we should have a 17 pip stop loss coming down for like a nice, decent 34 pip range here. So yeah, you have a strong support on a 1 hour too.
Gold is just pure clean traffic sells.
Yeah, 100%. This is like textbook play right here, literally textbook. Like this is stuff that you probably study all the time, you know, like probably talk about all the time. Hey, what we could do is we can create like some type of like if he has, you know, then moves less to break even, moves less to break even, but then create some type of resistance here, and this is your support, right? So this is like your new range. Wait for this range to break out, and you take more sells coming down. So like, see how that makes sense though? Because we'll come up probably to that resistance, and then we'll something like kind of shift down here at this resistance, like this. If we do close bullish, kind of come back down, break the lows, and then you look for sells coming down below here for better entries. If you guys missed the entries from up here, right? So let's see what happens here. It's gonna be interesting on gold though. Okay, my USD news. Yeah, we have like some minor news at 10 AM here, but it's a long time from now. For myself today on a buy stop on UJ. NFP didn't bring my volume up. NFP was fully, yeah, I think NFP was priced in last night, man. This move was priced in at like London last night, I'm pretty sure. UJ did the same thing. UCJPY moved in London last night. US 30s, take a look here. Came down last night, you know, like everything just guess kind of was priced in last night. Let's see what else is there. You have GP USDs, take a look. little move last night. Yeah, I think it was pricing last night, man, for this NFP. All right, GJ rejecting hard. GJ, yeah, I want to see what happens here. I'm sending like a wick flow here to continue down, but I think we're finding resistance here, and if you find like resistance here, we should be able to continue down here. Right. I think this is your new range here. Kind of broke below. I think this is your retest. Come back down. If this resistance holds true, you come down. If you come up though, if you break this resistance, probably can come back up in the range here. So it's gonna be a very choppy day if this happens. If this happens, I'm probably done for a day. If this resistance breaks and comes back up, I'm probably gonna be done for a day. But if this resistance holds and we can set to reject to come down, I'll look for sells below here. Why not? But if you guys have a great week this week or what? How did you guys do over there in chat? You guys have a great week or what? Let me know. Don't lie about it too. Be honest if you overtraded. Be honest if you over leveraged. You know, be honest. It's okay. Because if you be honest, you know, I'll give you that smacking, you know, that that punishment. Ooh, I think we found resistance here on GJ. On gold. 30-minute has kind of retested this level here. I think, let's see how we close. We have 9 minutes left for a closure of this candle here. 9 minutes for the 30-minute candle as well. Only up 4% because of overtrading. Damn.
is pretty good.
4% is good, yep. But over leveraging, that's not good. And guys, one thing, man. Whenever you make like a certain amount, like 4%, 3%, don't, you know, like people, like a lot of people make fun of you, saying like, oh, you only made this amount, I made 3% in this trade. Those are Instagram traders. Don't pay attention to Instagram traders. They will just ruin your confidence because all they do is compare themselves to you and want to come on top of you because they made more. Well, think of it in the long run. Are they gonna make that percent every day? How consistent is that? You know, so don't, you know, pay attention to those guys over there because they would just throw you off on Instagram. Or you know, the ones that say, "Oh, you caught 10 pips today. I caught 200 pips. Come join my shit. I'm better than you." You know, it's like, oh man, so just ruin your confidence.
Tony Wagi, that's GMO, no GMO, organic trading.
Yeah, New York goes to 1911. 1911 on gold. No man. Oh no, 1891. I'm confused. 1891. Yeah, I think we're going to come towards is probably gonna be like 1897, and then if that support breaks, we're probably gonna come down towards 1891. But 1891 is possible. This is a support level down here. Yep, very possible. But I'll probably worry about this level first. Pretty strong support here at 1897. Use EMAs, price action lines. Up perfect with those city lines. No EMAs, man. Because like, that's why, right? Because EMAs is just support and resistance, man. But you're just like relying on a indicator instead of just your regular lines. So I would rather just rely on my lines and support and resistance that rather than just little city line, you know. Alright. 15 close in about 5 minutes here. Let's see how we react to this resistance here on GJ. Right, you can see it. GJ made support here. GJ has now made a resistance. This is like your new range you're in. So let's see how we react here. Let me put this range down to here now, right? New range we're in. We should be able to respect this resistance though. Well, this high here. If you want to come down here. Especially this resistance, especially, right? Kind of come down to the support. I chose 1891 based off the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart, let's take a look. Yep, makes sense. I mean, yeah. Just be aware of this minor support though. This is my 1 hour chart as well, but there's a minor support here. Right, look left. You have traffic here. So here, resistance, 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 support, resistance. So I have this line as my support and not this line, because for us to come down here, we gotta break this resistance first, right? I want the next cleanest possible area. Right. I believe the goal in like the 5-minute time from here is create like a little high here. If we tested the highs, looks like we're gonna continue down here. On a wick fill, yeah. These are very clean, man. Very, very clean. Obviously not trading gold for the time being. Gonna return in January, but I'm just kind of back testing gold for the next 1 month here. Looks like we're doing pretty good here. Pretty good. How do you meet you guys? RM is GJ 1 pair. Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Just Sam, you done for a day or what? You looking for more positions?
No, I'm probably done.
I'm gonna look for sells here. This resistance like holds here, cause like, yeah, I don't know. Like this is pretty clean to come down here on a 4 hour and 1 hour.
I think that if it breaks the 15-minute low, it can come down to that support. But it's just like there's so many wicks.
Perfect. Alright. You're right, so many wicks. Yeah. Mm, mm. 1 minute for the kind of close here. Can we close week bullish? I was very profitable for a few months during quarantine, maybe close to 50K, and now I've just been giving back. It's been killing my confidence. Hopefully the stream helps. Well, you know why, man? Because you might have made it way too quick, man. I'm not sure what your balance is, right? But if you made that in a certain amount of time, that was way too quick. You're probably gonna lose it quick, and that's start messing with your head. So that's why it's just better to take it slow and not make quick profits, right? I'd rather make 1 or 2% per day instead of making you know, X amount of months quick, right? Because you can lose that very quick. Work to be consistent, not to make it quick, right? When I'm gonna hit my forex breakthrough, I'm tossing 10K. Hey man, I appreciate it. You got tossing me money, man. It's all free here, you know. You have the course. Don't you have the course? That's where you have the course, right? That's crazy though. We've been streaming for like what, 2 months here? I mean, not 2 months. Hey, 6 months here. Just imagine like 6, 7 months. Just imagine like 2 years into this, man. 'Cause
Well,
obviously, the more we stream, the more we trade every day, the higher the skill level's gonna kind of rise, right? The more experience I'm gonna have. So think about this in like 4, and like when I'm like more experienced in a couple years. I'm still young too. I'm 20, right? So just imagine like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Like, imagine me at Uncle Ted's age, man. Guys, like, imagine me at FX Samurai's age.
Hey, be quiet, man. Come on. I'm 35.
Are you not checking YouTube charts? What YouTube charts? I am. Did I miss something? These saying a chart? Oh, my bad, bro. I did not see that. Let me take a look at that. My bad, man. My bad. My bad, my bad. Sometimes I can't see it for some reason. And you sent the wrong chart. Send a different chart, man. Yeah, send a different chart here.
Still pipping. That's really the situation. At the beginning of the pandemic, everything was directional, and there was a huge amount of volume, high volatility, so it was easy, so to speak, to make the money.
Exactly. Plus, $1,000 account. That's like a what? 500 account increase to 50K. 500% increase. 500. Yeah. Can you make that 500% increase within the next 5 months here? Again. And again. If you can't, then you gotta lower your risk.
If you can't replicate it, then
yeah, there's no point. It's all luck.
$1,000 to 50K. I hope you were drawing a nice portion.
And March, April, May, we were just breaking through zones. No zone was being held. Like, you enter a trade, and like your 10 pips would be 30 pips, 40 pips, because they'd go to the next zone.
Yep.
So you got like extra boost on your account.
Yep. King H, send me another chart because for some reason I can't see it, man. It's it says access denied here. You sent the wrong chart. It's another different one. Different link.
Is that King H or King LH?
I have no idea, man. That's a different
I know.
font.
Because yeah, you can't like add him because the font is different.
I think today is a true definition of a Friday. Well, not as bad. It was like a little more volatile, but it was a pretty decent Friday today. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I think sells and gold will be below here now. If you look for sells, below support. Little range right in here. Being here, you already mentioned a few mistakes I've been making. Well, how long have you been here for?
Today.
If today I mentioned that already, just imagine if you're gonna stream consistently every day, man. You know, but yeah, happy that I'm helping you guys out. Hi man, sells below here. Would you go impulse entries or wait for resistance to be formed first to take sells? So on gold, you mean? Gold, the entries here was not possible because like overall outlook of it was sells below here if we get a candle closure below here, which we just did, right? We got a closure below the support here. So now what we need is we need this range to break up because we're creating a new range here. Price made a low, and price needs to make a resistance. Where is that resistance being created? Up here. So when this becomes your new range, you're gonna need this new range to kind of break out for us to continue down here. So the price sells would be if we get a closure below this range here to continue further down, coming down to the support down here, like this, right? You're gonna need this to form. Right? But yeah. And or even, are you talking about GJ? You know, might be GJ you're talking about, but GJ looks like we were anticipating that we're gonna continue down here, but what happened was we're kind of coming back in the range here. So if this resistance breaks, we're gonna continue back up. Because think of it as your retest, right? That's what it is here. We failed to kind of make that resistance, and we're gonna break structure. 1 hour, 30-minute kind of close below support here. So let's see how we react here. Let's see. We haven't officially closed on a 15-minute in the range yet. We're just like testing this area. So I'll say sells would be below the support coming down towards here. But let's see what happens here. There's high chance we're gonna come back in the range. Therefore, it's gonna be a rangy day today. Rest of the stream, right? Yes, candle closure below that that support on GJ here. Look for sells coming down. 30-minute did close below the range here. We made it like a little high here, a lower high. Looks like we're gonna make a new lower low to continue down here. I think once we broke the support, entries were there. Look for sells coming down to the support right here. 1897. The reason why I don't really like enter trades on gold because I don't really trade it, right? I'm not trading it yet for a bit. So you might not see me, you know, have any type of sells or anything. Oh yeah, it's got gold sells. Nice, nice man. Yep, pretty clean. There you guys have it. 1897 is about to get tapped here on gold. Sells were mentioned below. 1807 got below and come down here. Very clean.
Wow.
That's some bullshit. Didn't let me open anything higher than a 0.2.
Yeah, 1-to-100 leverage. Yeah, probably for cheers them in. Yeah, for gold.
Just took 20 pips, made like 60 bucks.
Roger said on stream he was in a live fetal position on his sofa crying when I blew an account.
Fetal position.
Fetal position. When I blew an account. Yeah, no, I never cried. Like, I never had enough emotions for me to cry over a blown account. Like, I got sad and stuff. I got depressed, but like, I never cried. You know, because I knew that like eventually, like whatever happens now, wouldn't really affect the future because I'm blowing accounts now for the better of the future, right? So like, that was like before. That was like last year, like 2 years ago when I was first started. Yeah, tough scenes. But see, like it doesn't really matter now. 2 years in, and we're past that stage, right? All right, new chart here. What do you have? You sent the wrong chart again, man. I don't know what's going on today. Yeah, it might be messed up. But yeah, you guys can look to take profit here on gold here. If you guys enter sells, look to take profit right here at these levels. Very nice. Yeah, I think GG's coming back in the range here, man. I think GG's gonna continue back up here. Rangy day. Rangy day. Yep, broke the highs. Looks like we're going to continue up here towards 136.5253. We never closed below support. US looks like it's going to continue up here. US is going to continue up. Oof. Let's see. Where can we go to? Probably just resistance right here. All right. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, if you guys got gold sells, leave a like on the streams and go support the stream, right? You think I can sell gold now? No, man. For you to sell gold now after this huge move, you're gonna need some type of break of support here because we have tapped the support. Next target is gonna be down here at these levels, right? But for us to get there, you're gonna need us to continue to break the support. So maybe you get a break below support here, and then you're gonna need some type of resistance to be created. So maybe that's gonna be like right here. at this resistance right here, and then eventually look for price to kind of come back down, to kind of break the structure to come back, continue back down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, man, take it easy.
See you on Monday.
Yep, see you Monday.
This is another move that I see all the time on gold right here. This candle that just dropped down.
Mhm.
It'll go below the zone. It'll create that little sort of doji, but in your direction, a little bit lower than the previous candle.
Mhm.
And then it'll make that whip and give us a drop.
Yep. Because the way that same thing that happened here, it came down, you know, kind of came up to retest its resistance and continued back further down, right? On like a 5-minute time frame, I guarantee you, this move right here is just this right here. If you're going to 5-minute time frame, let's see, take a look. Yeah, 5-minute here, closed bullish at resistance and then came back down, closing bearish below range to continue back further down here. Exact same play here that we drew out, right? Yeah, but that's why it's so important to understand candles backwards, right? Alright, GD coming back in the range here. No more trades for a day for me, you know. I think buys will be above here, man. This 1 hour high here. Looks pretty clean. That's a 4 hour high as well. If you look at the 4 hour time frame, guys, what happened here? You have kind of formed a resistance here on the 4 hour time frame at this resistance level. This resistance here closed bearish at resistance, indicating that we're continuing down the foot of wick, which we did. But now, as we're coming back up in the range, if we were to break this high, I believe we're going to continue up to this resistance here, and then eventually this resistance. Because that's breaking structure, that's breaking resistance, right? That's this clean traffic looking left coming up. I'm probably going to be done for the day, though. Not the buys I'm looking for. Thanks, Donald, for being consistent and showing up every day. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you Monday. Yeah, man. Take it easy. King LH, you saying chart? You said you just going to range today on yesterday's stream? Did I? Did I? Well, I did until I realized I was NFP, right? I mean, I did range today. Yeah. Today it was a tradable range, I'll say. Like you had a range of about like nice nice little 50 pip range here. You could cut 10 pips in between easily. This wasn't that bad of a range. Like it's not your typical Friday range. A typical Friday range would be this. This is usually your Friday range. This area right here. If this is today, I would have lost my mind. I'm watching a range all day for 3 hours. Pretty boring. But yeah, we were great enough to have a decent moves today. Don't stand a chart here. Let's take a look. Alright. Dear Raja. Oh god. I am 17. Use someone's ID to make an account. Nice. I got a job so I can fund a FOREX account. This is Zay. Yo, Zay, man. You're the same guy, man. Come on, man. You're the same guy, man. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's read your story, man. How many accounts do you have, though? Jesus. I'm 17. Use someone's ID to make an account. I got a job so I can fund a FOREX account. I put my wages at the end of the month and had to leave as the job was too far away. I blew my money. I leave my mother's next week and I'm renting a room she paid for the first month, but I need to pay after. I'm trying to get a job in a new area, but I only have a month and it's hard right now because of COVID. What is your advice if I can get a job? P.S. I have a $50 account left. First of all, stop trading on that $50 account, right? Because you have too much emotions right now. Because you're down to like your last. It sounds like you're down to your last, and you have too much emotions to be trading a $50 account right now, especially $50. That's nothing. You're not gonna turn to a $1,000 account by tomorrow. You know, nothing crazy gonna happen. If anything, just save this account. Take a break off FOREX for a bit. Get a job. Save money from a job, and then continue with the FOREX journey after you've saved enough money for you to fund a bigger account. Because trading with this, you're gonna have way too many emotions, man. That's my advice to you, man. That's my advice to you. But yeah, just try to get a job, man. If you can't get a job, then you know, if you can't get a job, then I mean, you gotta get a job somehow. Like, it's not that hard to get a job, man. even a part-time job, you know, like McDonald's or something, Uber Eats, like something, bike ride, Uber Eats, something, like, you know, that's still a job. They can pay for your stuff. This chart is wrong as well. Damn, King at LH, what's going on? Check this chart out. Oh, so QT Zerks in a chart here. What do you have? You have prices in an uptrend. You have price failing to make higher high and make a lower low. Stop loss above broken support in a trend line. I think these are bad sells, man. I think these are bad sells because what you have here, if you zoom in here, is you have a resistance being created here at this resistance, right? So in order for us to continue down, you need this resistance to hold for us to continue down. Price closed bearish here and it broke the highs just now. These sells are invalid, man. This is most likely going to continue back up to fill the range here. Come back up in the range. This one's most likely going to happen. This is like a fake out you have here. Because price made a low and price needs to make a retest to continue down, right? This retest was only valid if this resistance holds. But looking at this, we're breaking resistance right now. I believe we're going to continue up here. So these are bad sells, man. Yeah, these are bad sells. If anything, you could have gotten here, but like, you would have hit stop loss, right? So, like, here's even worse, man. This is a bad scenario. I believe we're going to continue back up the range and retest this resistance here. So, yeah, these are bad sells, man. Maybe wait for a break of this structure here now. Below this range, you can get sells from here coming down to the support. But, yeah, this is just a range that we're in right now, but I believe we're going to break back up above this resistance here. So those are bad sells. Where's leaving your main source ain't gonna go full-time trading? Yeah, man. Forcing yourself to make trading a full-time income. That's the worst you can possibly do. What are your thoughts on gold before market closes? You know, probably gonna. It's either it's in a range or continue down to support and then range. Either one. Yeah, wait for a break of the support here to come down. So it's either we range in this area or we break the support to come down and range in this area. Either one. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a bit rangy now. The move that we're looking for was from this support down here coming down to this support. Right there. That was a move. We came down and tap it, right? So now it's in a tough area here. Look left on the hourly time frame, we're at a strong support here. We'll see what happens. But I would look to probably end my day off here if anything. Don't blame Cole for not finding a job. Warehouse jobs are booming right now. Fast food places are hiring. Yep. Those places are all hiring, man. It's not that hard to find. It's hard to find a full-time job, obviously, but the part-time job is pretty easy, man. It's not hard. Or even online. Like, search up online jobs, you know. Phone calls or whatever you're doing, right? Search. Yeah, man, that's the point. I mean, I'm telling you what I think about it, but you can still trust your analysis, you know? Like, you don't have to really trust my analysis, but that's just my thoughts. If I was in that position, I would not take a sell there. But yeah, as long as you're learning, man, that's all that matters. You learn off me, I learn off you, right? My jaw hurts, man. So, you have gold here on a 4-hour time frame, rising wedge leading to a strong daily level of broken resistance, expecting it to fall to the downside next week. Maybe, you know, I think gold here is gonna close pretty strong bullish this week. And if you take a look at this, you have a resistance on gold right here at those levels, and you have a support down here that just formed, kind of in a range here. If gold breaks this resistance, I'll look for buys coming back up to retest the resistance. If you close like above here today, we're gonna continue back up next week to kind of retest these highs up here in the range, come back in the range. But if you close like below here, we have a high chance of coming further down next week if you find some type of resistance here on a small time frame. 4-hour daily, you know, and come back down here. But I'll look to see how the small time looks there next week. Daily, however, looks pretty daily, you can kind of say this like a low level of retest here. If the daily candle does close bearish here, high chance we're going to continue back down next week. You know, maybe something like this. Kind of continue back down here. Boom, and then eventually come down to retest the lows. You know, and kind of like to come down here, just retest the support, maybe, right? But that's next week, so you don't gotta worry about this just yet. Wait to see how this daily candle closes here, because this is a very important candle. If the daily closes like inside the range here, Probably buys would be preferred next week. If it closes back in a below support here, probably come down next week on Monday. But it also depends on the weekly as well, right? So wait for that. Yeah. But what time is it? 9:40. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Hope everyone has a great day today, man. Don't overtrade to you guys. It's gonna be a bit rangy here now, but catch you guys Monday, man. So, hold on before I hop off. Any more trusts before I hop off? Last call. Last call for charts. Hold on before I get off.
Yeah.
Hey, real